I'm muted. I'm muted. I'm muted, guys. God. Well, that's great. All right, the hat. I got the hat. Stretchable man. God damn it. Yeah, so I went and got this made for my birthday. I know, right? Like I'm the best. I'm the absolute best. So yeah. Yeah. That's what I get for hopping into Discord before going live and letting everybody bust my balls while I'm trying to get ready to go.
Yep. You saved Discord for last.
God damn it. Save Discord till last. That's right. So yeah, got the hat made. Super excited. Working on to getting the t-shirt made still, so that's super dope. And I found this little guy, little mascot for the channel too. Yeah, a little Homer Simpson guy. So I talked to my girlfriend, and she's gonna done him up like the little Reaper that Eric Webb did for me. So she's got to put a little noose on him and put a little boom box on the sides and everything. So thought that was super cool. So we'll eventually put that in the background. You know, once we get a little bit of a different setup going on. So things to come. But thank you guys for being here. Really excited to do another stream. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you for being here. Yeah, thanks. Hell yeah. I dropped that in there so you guys could actually see the hat before I squeeze myself down in the bottom corner to where nobody can see how goofy my face starts looking the drunker I get. So thanks for being here, guys. Super excited for tonight, and we'll pass it over to Evil Eagle and let him do the recap.
That's now?
Yes, that is now.
Yeah.
Welcome. Yes, that is now.
The time is nigh.
Monday
The time
morning.
is nigh.
Yes, you heroes of Ravenholm, who one of you, which Oric currently feels just terrible. You know, whatever Amadeus had on the trip from Ravenholm, seemed to pick it up, and Oric is just feeling a little, under the weather. So, don't expect too much from Oric, unless I really have to roleplay him, then I will.
Okay.
Unless somebody else wants to take up that mantle, that would be cool too. We'll play it like, Crit World does, where one person can do that, not Joe.
One.
One non-Joe person. can do it.
Yes. So I'll let you guys figure it out, and if you want to do it, if he needs to be able to do that, then yes, because I don't want to fight myself.
Wow.
Or yeah, wow. So you guys, you heroes of Ravenholm, are in currently a semi-militaristic town because it is so close to the breach, called Swordbreak, where you helped out Sergeant Romero clear out a few creatures in a old graveyard that was remnants of a long ancient battle during when the breach actually opened. The place has gone under some misuse, sunken into the earth over time. You did battle with some carrion crawlers, giant maggoty insect-looking creatures, as well as some black puddings from the depths. It was a menagerie of fun and excitement. And you acquired gold for your services, as well as, again, some reputations you guys have been getting across the Empire, doing this and that, making friends, doing services, and just make sure you guys got that 400 gold. I was watching the stream, and I did not see Sean add that 400 gold to your inventory. So just making sure you got it. I don't want you losing out on gold.
All right, nice. No, I guess I didn't. Oh yeah. Well, thanks for that, Zach.
Yeah. Because I see a lot of people with a lot of gold, Yeah. I mean, Amadeus is pretty flush here. I don't want to like.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to brag. I don't want to like point at Amadeus' coin purse or anything. You know, if he's trying to keep that hidden. That being said,
You'll
I
stay
mean-
out of my coin purse.
I'm
Yeah.
obviously not keeping mine hidden.
My purse. I don't know you.
yeah, you just got stacks. Gosh,
Stacks on-
how much is this per stack? 100?
Yeah, each stack is 100. I have 22.95 total.
Yeah, okay, you
Okay,
have
you got a
60
little bit more than me. All right.
Thanks for
I was
coming
trying
out
to-
tonight.
I was trying to figure out why Sean is light, but he bought that staff, so I remember that now.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm a barbarian. I don't buy things.
Shiny clicky clack in my bag. You finished your job at Swordbreak. You currently are now sleeping. Auric, on top of just not feeling well, seems to have a restless sleep, and that's why he's so out of sorts seeming at the moment. It is the morning now. Everybody's pretty much attuned to their items. They have their items available. If you guys want to keep looking into those items, you can, especially after another night's sleep. Kevin, you can attempt to try to figure out more about your boots. Maybe get some help
yeah.
on it. That being said, it is morning time. Yep. If
I'm gonna
not,
say that unless anybody else wants it, I will put the extra non-detection coin with the cloak.
um,
Fine with me.
But
So
I
it
don't
is-
really
yeah.
care too much. If anybody wants it, they can.
I'm not mad about it.
you were yeah. So since you were offered a free night stay,
Scrying, right?
it prevents not just scrying. It prevents anybody from detecting it with magic. It appears as a
Put up my
normal
butt.
object.
Can I put up my butt?
Your butt is not magical.
I
So-
mean, or is it?
I mean, it is not, and it would still appear non-magical if you shoved it up your butt. So,
What is that? What is that bag of finding or whatever?
bag of holding.
Yeah, bag of holding.
That would be an interesting use for the coin, though.
Put
To
it
put it
inside
on a
the
bag
bag.
of holding because it would appear as a normal bag.
Oh wow.
So anybody who's trying to like rifle around your shit's just like, oh, it's just a bag. What's in here? Nothing. Okay.
Hey, did we
And,
complete a short rest or a long rest?
We technically completed a night's rest, which in our campaign is 8 hours. Nice, a night's rest.
Nights.
In terms of sleeping for exhaustion.
Yeah,
level.
short rest.
It is a short rest.
So that grants us healing, right? Or no? Or do we use a hit die?
you can use your
Yeah,
hit
you
die
can-
to heal, but
Okay.
but also remember that Cairn has the tribe leader staff, which allows a one-time use. But I think you might have used it today.
I do believe I used it.
Yeah, there's once per
After the
day.
fight.
Yeah, little spirit healing type thing. Yes. So just keep an eye on that. But yeah, you have plenty. You should have plenty of hit dice available to you. You can roll them on a short rest. So that being said, if there's no retcon or needed things available to you, it is morning time. Bright and early as you really want to, because sleep time, you guys typically get early night sleeps and get to it pretty early in the morning. I'll say you're available as soon as breakfast can be made available, which is probably about like 6-7 o'clock. So you guys can be out of Swordbreak by 7 and get to the road. It's merely it's a day, but you guys got the horses now, so I'll just cut that down. It will take you it'll be about the evening by the time you hit it'll just be hitting sundown by the time you hit Grenendale, if that is your intended actions.
Okay.
Intended mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm ready
Wait.
to press onward.
Okay. So, again, there is, Swordbreak is a fairly small area, but a lot of this area is pretty cultivated now. You're not sure if this is
That's not too hard.
if this is like technically around Swordbreak, or these are just fields.
You basically
that
just roll dice based on
Rivendell
these stats
owns, essentially,
and
or
the stats of your weapons.
the Duchess in
and
the
it tells
area
you what
owns.
dice you got to roll. If you're
But you
doing
are,
like a
you
spell
do
or
pass
something like
by various lands
It
for
tells
herding,
you,
because you're
you know,
passing through some
pretty
farm
much
animal,
exactly
like
what to
some
do.
grazing
You just follow the
animal type
instructions.
areas.
It's there's a lot to it because it's in depth.
Over the course of a few
I mean, think about it
days,
think
or
of
over the
it
course of a few
like
hours, I will
all the
say,
coding behind a game.
if anybody wants to just roll a
we're
perception
just
as
doing
they are,
everything. We're playing the
taking in the
game and we're
scenery,
coding the
spotting
game as
something
we're going. If
interesting
you want
around
to think
the
of it like
area.
that. So, yeah.
Because there's not much to do here on these types of hourly long journeys that you guys experience. I always assume you talk to each other, but unless you bring anything up, that's always just like, oh, the weather.
I'm more or less just focused on getting to.
Yeah. So you spend your time you break the monotony with reading and looking around the area. So anybody wants to roll a quick perception on your journeys?
That was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Still a 20. Not a clean.
I'll roll perception also as well, I guess. Where am I at? That is a 6. That's not a good perception. That's all.
Okay.
I don't perceive nothing.
No, just more worried about trying to
Nothing
get
to
to that
perceive.
lead, across the Empire. Nobody higher than a dirty 20. I will. Oh well, actually, what's funny is.
Let's do that. There we go.
So I will say, and completely up to you, Karen, that in a very odd area in your travels, maybe only 4 hours outside of Swordbreak, where the trees are just sort of breaking up now, there does appear to be smoke coming from an area. There seems to be a rather just kind of large group of, I don't know, I don't want to say people, but they're like a good sized colony, I would say. Not a town or anything like that. Just about like 7, 8 or so cottages, just kind of barely peeking through the trees. That's just kind of catching your eye. You take for what you will.
And you said I see that kind of through the trees,
Yeah.
and there's some smoke and stuff over there.
The smoke kind of keyed you in on it, and then there's like several or so huts in the area.
Is it like smoke as in like bellowing something's on fire smoke, or just like campfire smoke?
It looks like there is not a fire, but I would say, since it's 20,
If it'll be a quick stop, if you guys are concerned, then okay. But I'd rather not go too far off track anymore.
Oric is too distracted to care.
Hmm.
He's actually still kind of trotting forward.
Hey, Arik, I'm surprised you're not more vocal right now.
Huh? Yeah, what's going on?
Nothing, just forcing the DM to play a friend in his absence.
What are you talking about? You sound weird, Will.
It's so good though.
There's a plume of smoke. Do you feel like we need to go
Oh.
check it out, or would you
I
rather
don't-
press onward as well?
I don't care.
What banner is this that you speak of?
There's Oric.
Nice.
It just seems like there's a bonfire or something off,
Hey man, thanks for stopping
off in
by.
that direction.
Happy birthday, man.
If it's a controlled fire, I have no problems with it.
Just seems like a bonfire, maybe somebody having a party or burning somebody alive, like in Ravenholm. I don't know.
I don't hear any screaming.
Well, they could already be dead. Then it does not concern us anyways. We cannot save anybody.
I vote to just press onwards, but my vote is kind of biased, I guess, since I have important tasks to handle.
As I said, I mean, it's just something I saw. I did not want to. It's kind of like seeing a constable and not letting the person who is driving know. It's just kind of a dick move.
I don't know what this constable is you speak of, or what driving is, but
Somebody driving a cart. No, like a
Hmm,
constable is just like a town guard or something like that. It's
Gotcha.
a common term.
It is like a sheriff, huh?
Yes.
well, I
you
think
know,
it'd be
away
good
the bonfire.
to take a note of where it's at and that it was here. And if we hear anything and decide to go check it out because it's important, then I think that's fine. For now, I'd like to press on. That's just me.
that is fine with me.
I am looking forward to get to civilization.
I will follow the group.
And yes, let us just press on. Did not mean to make a deal of it.
Alright, rock and roll.
All right. Again, like I've said, it is vast fields of cultivated land, grazing creatures, until you do see in the evening, the sun's just coming down. There is a small river that is leading up from the south. I don't know how rivers work. I am not a I am not a what do you call it? Anthropologist, geologist.
Gotta get Kyle on this. Let us
All
know
I know is that it starts from the south and it goes somewhere and ends somewhere, and I don't know where rivers end or anything like that. So
Nah, he
there's a river.
put a stamp of approval on his map. A
this
cartographer put a stamp of approval on your map, so you're good, Zach. You got it.
This river is technically not on the map. It's a small river, not visibly seen from map distance. And it flows from the south, and it is kind of going through Grenendale just ever so slightly, not straight through it, but ever so slightly going through Grenendale. This is definitely you have a little bit of light still left in the day. It's not as visible as it would be if it were just plain right at noon. But this is definitely the largest city that you've been to so far in your journeys. If you've been to Godborn, however, Godborn is definitely the largest city in the Empire. Let me just make sure real quick that I'm not telling you lies. So aside from Southstone, which is directly below you, it is the third largest city in terms of population and size. Just the scope of the place as you are. It is sort of kind of like you're not. It's not a hugely large hill or slope that you're on right now. It's mostly level around the area. It's probably the most level place that you've been to since you've been out of the middle of the Empire, and especially kind of the mountainous, hilly area of Frosttide. But you are a bit above Grenendale, and you can now perfectly see just the green, just sea that is the Emerald Enclave behind Grenendale, further west, and the place is completely walled off from what you can see. There's there's not or at the moment there doesn't appear to be like any difficulty getting in the city. There's not like it's not walled up for defense, defense at all times or anything like that.
Like, yeah, gates open or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say that you are one group of now many who are bustling outside one of the largest cities in the Empire. This is probably the easiest time where small populations, are more interested in interesting groups, and now you just appear to be one among several interesting groups in the area. You do know that, especially Org knows that this place is very famous for its monster hunting, its adventuring groups, and nobody is paying you any mind.
Cool. So can we just continue on our way without?
You are essentially at Grenendale. You are right up to the gates at the moment. You do pass by a very odd, prominent structure before you get to the first gates that you currently are on the. I'll say that you guys are on coming from the south side at the moment of Grenendale, and you are passing a structure that is really odd and gated, and it's just probably the most prominent thing. There are other places in the area. There's lodgings, there's people trading, there's people moving in and out of the gates. You see guards. This is officially the area with the kind of rough paint job that you did, Sean, where it's the guards are wearing the scythe on sunrays.
Right.
Still the Empire, still the blazing crown of the eagle, but currently right now, any guard that you see that has the scythe on sunrays is a guard, the Imperial Guard of Grenendale at the moment. So aside from just the general hubbub of the area, you do notice the kind of large structure looming right before the walls, and you do appear to see some type of has some type of name to it, called Weejos's Abbey. Weejos Abbey. Weejas Abbey. And if you have, and I'll say that it doesn't require much religion to know that Weejos is a goddess. Of the nature of that, you're not really sure. You do see several individuals kind of looming past the gates doing things, just appear to be moving about the area, but the place is kind of gated off. This is just right before the gated entrance of Grenendale itself. So, I mean, you have Grenendale at your disposal.
Question for you,
Yes.
real quick.
Mhm.
Question about the necklace.
Yeah.
How long does Barkley last when he's summoned?
Barkley is constant.
Okay, can I unsummon him?
Yes,
as
you can.
well?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So, and I
will-
will say that he's not constantly, because it says that if you don't have a password, he'll bark at people within 30 feet of you. That can be a feature that you can be like, okay, hey,
Turn
Barkley,
on and off.
be on
Yeah.
watchdog mode.
Okay. So yeah, he will have been traveling with us this entire time.
Okay.
Just
A
yeah.
very pleased dog.
Nice.
He's very excited about the new sights and
But
things
none
going
of
around.
y'all see him.
No, nobody sees him.
Only me. Damn.
Has,
Is there any way
has Karen
that I
dis-
can
has
make
it-
him?
Sorry,
like,
go
As
ahead.
far as you know, no.
Okay.
Has Karen described him to us?
If you
No.
wanted to, I mean, if you wanted to, yeah, but apparently, but no.
So, well, and unless y'all asked, because y'all did see me turn into a mastiff before we left, or like the night before, and start
I
playing
know-
with something invisible.
I know one of them did, and I think it was Baslet who helped you.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. So, and unless somebody asked, I'm not just like being like, oh, by the way, this thing is summons a dog. Blah 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 blah. No, like unless you ask, I didn't say anything.
Can we see the dog, or is
No.
only you can see it?
Only
No,
you
only
Well,
I
I-
can see it.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So I was like,
I could see the dog.
I don't
Yeah,
need to
they-
know what it looks like if I can't see it.
I assume it makes a mastiff.
Okay,
I just
so
trust its nose.
what are we doing at the gates of Grenadale?
We're going
Currently,
in. Green.
currently, you're not doing it. People are moving in and out.
There was what here? Religious thing?
We just.
So, but right before it, there's appears to be some kind of gated structure. Apparently, has some type of function with the goddess Ouija. You're not really sure beyond that.
Okay.
Karen
There's
is just kind of-
a large group of people hanging out at a structure right inside the gate. Everybody, they appear to be at some type of outside seating area. They seem to be drinking something of nature.
Well,
Having a good
Amadeus, how would you like to go about this investigation?
Well, Auric knows y'all's family better than anyone else. I say he lead the way.
Brother?
Are you at work? Right, okay, he actually muted
Oh.
himself. I assume he has to be at work, and he's just. I don't know how you guys actually get away with doing that. But I will say that Auric, from what I know,
Blush.
no matter how much he wants to reveal, but he left his home pretty young, and he hasn't been to. He grew up in
I
Mossley.
left when I was 18.
There you go. Yes, he grew up in Mossley, which is
Nice arc.
isn't exactly. It's close. It's more towards the Emerald Enclave, but he didn't grow up in Grenendale, and he's probably been to the Dyer family home in Grenendale, but only a few times, like holidays or business meetings, and he can probably give you the best shot at just finding the place if you guys don't want to ask around.
Well, we also
Karen is
have-
just kind of. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we also know too that the Dyer family has direct ties to the Sundown crew as well. So if we can locate some, like the headquarters of the Sundown crew, I'm sure we can find someone who can point us in the right way.
And yeah, Karen is just kind of staring at the walls and.
Oh yeah,
Fine.
Frosttide was way more like Viking, Norwegian, like trade post infantry infrastructure looking area in the north. It's your most like accustomed to city and size. Barren Bay, a port with living around it. This is the largest town, more like York, kind of, with the way it feels like running around. Classic York. Let me see if I can find some
While I'm
classic
here,
York stuff.
I
Yeah.
definitely want to remain like as I guess you say like as hidden as possible. So
Okay.
my cloak is up, and yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like on high alert.
You roll a perception check. As
All
you're
right, man.
doing.
Thanks for dropping by. It's good to see you.
Yeah, Karen's just staring, flabbergasted.
Oh my god, a 4.
4, okay. I mean, yeah, you clothe yourself. you cloak yourself pretty good.
As far as I know, it's pretty good.
My files are too powerful.
Uh,
I'm trying to pay something too big.
Oh,
That's what she said.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Trying to pay something too
Way too
large for
big.
you.
God damn it.
I'm just trying to post York, boys. Hold up. Well, these are okay. Let's just do that. Yeah, that looks good. I'm not sure if it's too big. Yeah, but here we go.
Yeah, why
Paste.
not?
Hey, all right. That's where you
Oh,
start getting into like the
there
more
we go.
street level. But I was gonna try to find a more.
Bam. Library. Got it. Oh, okay. Looks like Harry Potter.
Yeah. It looks more like York. This is the more Englishy that you've ever English town that you've ever kind of.
Yeah, I'm
thought of
definitely
as
Like
staying
an alley.
like
English city.
cloaked as possible. It looks really close quarters.
Well, yeah, that's when you pass down the wine. I mean, there are open areas like the one I just kind of posted, and maybe this one too if I can paste this one. And that'll be the last one. You gotta get a general sense of the area.
Some like fable style.
Yeah, it's English
Town.
short. Yep.
Yeah.
And here's a top-down view. Fuck
my
yeah, give me
God.
that. Give me that shit right
It's
there.
hard to get these pictures into stream, buddy. You are killing me.
Bam, top-down view of York. And that's probably a little bit bigger than I.
Alright,
But yeah,
chat.
that's pretty damn good right
Alright,
there.
Chad. I'll
You
meet
know,
you out here. Don't worry.
you don't have to paste all these pictures of York. People can just go
Bro,
Google York.
bro, you're asking chat to be clueless about what you're referencing. Are you kidding me?
York, England?
Yeah, if you're pointing at a picture, they want to see what you're pointing at. Come on.
I hear you. So that being said, and
I mean, come on.
Yeah. what is your moves, boys? I'll say that you guys are just kind of like moving right into like the front gate of Grenendale, and to the left is the aside from just the winding streets and the kind of castle that you see in the sort of more I mean, there's just so many looming structures. In other places, structures like even like mid-sized structures that you see here are the focal point in a lot of the towns and cities that you've been in. But it's just one of so many. The castles and the churches seem to loom like the highest in the area, with the castle kind of over in the north, more northwest of the city that you can kind of see peeking out above the other structures. But the first structure to your left, where you see some kind of outdoor seating, a few groups of individuals seem to be drinking and like conducting some types of business, and you do see the Silver Piece pub.
Karen starts tapping on Will's shoulder. Fish. That sign says fish and chips. What is that? Karen is full on like 16-year-old kid going to the Renfest for the first time, just like flabbergasted with everything going on around him.
Are
Yeah.
you hungry, friend?
Sure. I do not know what that is, but it sounds interesting.
Food? Do you eat food?
Well, not. I've never. What are fish and chips? Like I've never
It's-
seen that before.
It's fish and cooked potatoes. Let's go over there, and we will indulge ourselves. And we walk over to the stand, and I approach the keeper and ask them for 2 fish and chips.
Like I was about to say French fries.
I'm just gonna assume there's fish and chips here. So yeah, easy enough because of the river that goes past the city. There is fish and chips.
How's it
Yeah.
going, man?
And in the Silver Piece pub, that's what you get for a silver piece, and a drink of choice, not top shelf, and your fish and chips. So yes, easy enough for a silver piece. You get the combo platter, the special.
Fucking,
combo.
Bam, silver piece.
I toss the gold. Okay, well you got.
Oh,
I was gonna say I just toss the gold and get one for everybody.
Get everybody around at fish and chips, and
Oh. This
Keep
man.
the change.
and keep the change. Oh
This
yeah,
man.
they set you up. They set you up pretty nicely.
they give us the
they-
well-fed perk.
Yeah, I mean, you do see that there is an indoor area to their silver piece pub, but they set you up outside if you like.
All right, that's fine with me.
They also bring a bottle of some fairly nice wine. Not like crazy good or anything, but they bring you a bottle with your meal as well, with all your drinks and your fish and chips outside.
Well, how lovely.
The waitress who seems to be taking all your who's to be like getting all your orders out. It's like yours looks like some adventuring groups, huh?
Something like that.
Get quite a lot of those in Grenindale.
Oh, do you?
Oh yes, this is sort of a famous spot for them here to make a name for yourselves, huh? There's a lot of famous groups out here. You gotta find some way to, you know, pull away from the pack, if you will.
We're actually looking for a pretty famous family out here. Maybe you
Oh.
can help us out. The Dyer family?
Well, you like to shoot pretty high now, don't you? Because that would be well, that's the most famous monster hunters here.
Well,
Do you have any
Monster
idea where we could find them?
Well, you go to the Dyer family manor, I suppose, but you might need an invitation for that.
well, we actually have two people here who are distant cousins.
We
If we can get in the right direction, I think we
Yes.
could be okay.
Oh, well, yes, you'd have to go to you'd have to go to the Grand Alley, just over the bridge, over the bridge. You'll pass the Black Swan Inn, the judge's lodgings, and you'll be at the Grand Alley. You can't miss it because on the left is the I guess the royal family here, the Duchess's estates, and the Templeton Rule. So can't miss the Grand Alley. From there, you'll have to, I guess, just find the right street name. But I've never been. I've only been strolling around there a few times. You know, I kind of feel out of place in the Grand Alley.
could you
all the-
draw?
all the
Could you
dudes.
draw us a map?
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Do you have any carriages that can possibly take us over there? And if so, how much?
Oh yes.
What were those
There is.
instructions?
There's definitely a coach that
Oh my
can be
God.
available to you. There are a few right inside the gate. Shouldn't cost you more than to get to the Grand Alley. Probably about 5 silver pieces.
Well, that sounds good, actually. It'd be a lot easier than you trying to draw a map on.
I
a napkin
agree.
or something.
Rightful. I'm agree. I'm afraid. I have to get to more orders here. That would. Yes, thank you. And she pitter patters away.
Thank you.
Karen just takes his
Good call. She
piece of.
lost me in the complexity of the directions.
I mean, this place is huge. Like, you have to pass a whole quarter of residential abodes and places of interest before you even get to the bridge that goes past the crafters guilds and past the sort of ministers and judges and
Is
and
anybody
sort of,
listening to this?
houses
Oh my
of walls.
god. it's so big.
So yeah,
So, well, I take it from your the interruption that you don't want to be known to have ties to this family.
Yes.
Is Auric all right with that? Is there a reason why?
We are in hiding.
I can paraphrase. I mean, so from what you've gathered with Dogiro, the paladin who came by, you would know that Oric's family was in Mosley. Their estate, they were murdered at their estate. Everyone at the estate was murdered in the night. By what they don't know, by who they don't know. Oric had already abandoned the home at the time. He had already left them, and if he were still there, he would have died too. One survivor did make it, and it was because he was hidden, and that was Will, and Dogiro found him
Okay.
as a baby.
Well, forgive me, I was not aware of such things, or I didn't think about it before I
That's-
spoke. I'll make
that's
sure
quite
to
alright.
be.
It's quite all right.
A little bit more.
You picked up on the direness of the situation and allowed me to step in. I appreciate that.
Of course. You just ask everyone to understand how important I need to find my people.
Indeed.
You know how important it is. I kind of lose sight of other things and become one-tracked, I guess you can say.
And I blame you, I do not, my friend.
This fish it's so crispy. How do they do this? This is absolutely amazing.
It's actually pretty good.
Well, they
This
batter
place is
it
incredible.
and
This is
fry it.
actually a pretty famous like pub here in Grenendale, because it's the first place that people pretty much see. That's why there's so many people here. It's the first place that catches their eye. They see right when they walk into the south gate of Grenendale.
Excuse me, do you have any wines that you would pair with this fish and chips?
You actually
Well, they
you
gave
do,
us a bottle.
they did give you a free bottle of wine, and
Oh,
it's pretty good.
that's
It's
right,
pretty. It's
that's
not
right.
super top
free
shelf.
bottle
It's yeah. Well, so basically, Karen dropped a gold piece, and it's just a silver piece for the combos, and there's only 6 of you, so
Gave him 4 extra silver.
All right.
Gave him a 40% tip.
yeah.
What a man.
And so they were
It's a happy
with it.
server.
Yeah,
Happy
yeah.
server.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, they're used to dealing with comers and goers who are just looking for that silver piece combo. So a little extra never hurt.
Well, as delicious as this is, I think we
Shall
should
we move on?
finish eating and
It's kind of nice.
Yeah,
You guys, you guys are really are comfortable and satiated with Karen's gatherings of meals and whatnot. But it's nice just to have a
Let's
A
sit down
fried-
for a second.
a fried sit down just brought to you.
This doesn't have acorns in it.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
I
it's-
much
and
prefer without.
Llama spread.
in my village we do not do a whole lot with very finely ground wheat like this, and so having something like a nice smooth butter is very unusual to me. And like just frying things, that's just not something that we really did much.
This
see.
doesn't have any
It's-
bugs in it either.
so while all of
we did not eat bugs in the tribe. That is a road delicacy. It's you eat what you have to when
You
you're
don't
moving.
say.
Well, why have I been eating bugs then?
Bugs just show up in the platter accidentally. Or it's like, God damn it.
They are very very calorie dense for their size, and so it fills you up quickly.
That may be
I used to
so,
eat
but
like this.
you still have
If
to.
if y'all want to
palate
find
a
y'all's own food in
bug.
the mornings, that's just fine by me. I just
Everybody's eating this
Okay.
delicious fried food. It's just like, God damn it. Oh, Karen.
It's like, can't we buy a sack of flour and some eggs?
I mean,
kinda
if
do
y'all would
that.
like, we could do that. I mean,
Karen's just,
kinda doing
Karen's just
that.
Karen's just keeping people alive and fed.
yeah, like seriously, that's all. Like, fucking just like scavenging, just what we can to like not have to buy food. So
Um,
if
I
y'all
like-
want to fucking
like
buy food, that's more power to you.
what were you saying,
I
Orton?
like the good berries.
He likes the good berries.
Did you say
Well,
something,
that
Basslet?
I said I used to eat like this when I was a child.
Technically, you ate horrible shit for a long time.
I've been consuming the flesh of the creatures in the shadows.
Fucking
Does not
Basilis.
sound good.
well,
You fucking
That
grow.
Sounds a lot worse than the some nice like little fried crickets and stuff, huh?
Bassilet, we gotta work on your people skills.
Dude, we gotta get him some rays of sunshine.
You constantly make me feel worse about my situation than I should.
Everything just started to taste the same.
You
Nah.
you need to cheer up, Liam O'Brien.
All right, Eeyore, let us move on. Let's go grab a carriage and get over to the rich side of town.
Like Kelly, you have more strength than Mako, Sean.
What's that?
You have more strength than Chase's character.
I have one strength.
You have a 13.
fucking -1?
He
He
has,
should. He's a dread.
he has an 8.
I have more strength than he does.
Yeah,
I have +2.
Oh my god.
14.
because he is nimble, not strong.
My lord.
Anywho,
Yeah, look
so
at
you
that.
guys are
Look at that dexterity.
you guys are
sexy.
taking a coach
Yes.
correct across the Grenendale.
4 silver.
5 silver.
5. 5. You said
Yes,
4.
No.
Yeah, he said
You-
5.
Someone pay for me.
Well, not 4 each.
It's 5 total. I'll say with the 6 of you, you might need to get a bigger
Here's
Co-
5.
coach. Yeah, I'll say a gold piece total.
I'm not
so-
stealing, I'm just
I'll
copying.
pay the gold.
All right, cool. Let's mark off your gold.
We'll take your silver back, Sean.
I'm trying to.
I just
trying
want to
to
give
copy
people
things.
money.
So yeah. That being said, you guys all file up in the coach.
And
you-
you
yeah.
said this is towards the latter half of the day that we got here.
Yeah, this is the evening.
Okay.
In fact, let's see. I wonder if I can do this real quick. So this is gonna be real rough, okay?
Prepare thine butthole.
That doesn't make you feel comfortable when your DM says that. This is going to be real rough. He said it just like that, guys. I heard him.
That's what I would tell myself before I started eating the creatures. I had to eat most meats raw. Any sign of fire would draw them towards me.
Get out of here.
Is it weird to say that I almost crave the taste?
Crap, where's the
Yes.
thing?
Yes, it
It's a little
It
strange.
is. It is strange to hear you
But,
say that you crave the taste.
Guys, so keep that shit to yourself.
Somebody
accustomed
needs
to
to
it.
always be awake with him.
Okay, Chris Evans' character from Snowpiercer. Calm down.
God, that movie. That movie, man.
I don't know if it's what's worse. That I know what people taste like. That I know the babies taste best.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, you can't hunt the fully grown adults. You have to pick off the weak.
All right, boys, here you go.
How do we survive?
Real rough.
Well, before this conversation, I was at 5 viewers. Now I'm at 2.
In the library, you see a very rough, just this is like almost for my notes than anything else, but it can kind of give
Okay.
you an idea of what you're walking into.
Pictures. Alright, chat.
Oh, that's a damn. We got a pretty big area.
Got you guys. What's up?
Yeah.
So if you actually see the Silver Piece pub walking in from the south gates of Grenendale.
Bam.
Okay.
Wow. Hold on.
Still booking. What's
Wow, that is freaking huge.
Black Swan Inn would be a place to stay the night.
There we go. Bam.
So do we actually have this on us?
It's that one.
Like, are
Not
we looking at it?
necessarily. This is
Okay.
just gonna be so right now. Essentially, what this
Oh,
is
that's like-
is just for your like this is literally just for my notes, but like
I
this
got
gives you an idea when you pass through things. Like this isn't everything in the city. This is just kind of focal points. So when you're passing, say, Silver Piece Pub, and you're going through the Baptiste Park and Church of Paylor, the Church of Paylor happens to be in Baptiste Park, so there's a lot of lodgings and dwellings in Baptiste Park, and
Gotcha.
over the bridge is the Crafters Guild, a famous inn, judges' lodgings, happen to be here with the Mansion House, which is where they conduct government and things like that. The Grand Alley is a placeholder for a bunch of well-to-do people and their manners and things like that. And above that happens to be the Church of Heronius, Knights Lodgings, a college. So it's all just really rough, and those are just places of interest. Right now,
This is
within
pretty
your
cool.
coach, you happen to be driving past Baptiste Park, which is a really nice place. Again, if you kind of like refer to the kind of the York pictures, really densely packed in, windy type roads, and it's just building after building after building until you do get to a fairly large lake that is apparently sort of man-made. The around the crafters guilds, you notice that there has been a dam constructed, kind of where the land still is connected, but there's a dam constructed to kind of bring water into the city, so they can use it as sort of a place for, water, grabbing water, cleaning, etc., etc.
Gotcha.
And yes, and then you're passing the crafters guilds. Any type of collected association of well-to-do work goes on here, setting up prices, etc., etc. Black Swan Inn, which faces over the kind of constructed lake, and is built over there. The judges' lodgings, and I'll say that you're getting to right now. You're getting to the Grand Alley, and I guess the coaches would know where everybody lives, like where all the important places are. And since the Dyer family are the most famous of the crew, he could technically bring you there. Right now, he's just kind of stopped at kind of the row of royal manors.
Okay. Yeah. Take us all the way there.
Or the grand, the kind of the row of Grand Alley that are really nice, like, aside from the kind of packed in Diagon Alley looking areas, this appears to be a little bit more open to, about like 2 lanes of roads, white marble-ish looking, or like, really clean white marbly looking houses. And yeah, you want to go straight to the address?
Yeah.
Straight to the front door.
Yeah. So
All right, you are this coach that appears to be, more commercial in use, is standing out amongst the more private coaches that people actually own. Really nice constructed coaches who are carrying, important people, businessmen, fashionable ladies of the area.
Okay.
And they do drop you off, and it's not uncommon to see adventurer crews like yourselves in the area. You are a bit more you do stand out a bit more here than you do just in the rest of Grenadale, but again, Grenadale is used to your kind. So you are now currently, it is roughly 8 o'clock though, a little late at night. People haven't yet gone to bed. You do see lights in the manor, and it is they're kind of packed together like manor. So where there is one manor, there's one right next to it, run to the other side. But you are currently at the address of the Dyer family.
Well, I think it'd be best if I don't go in first.
I'll knock on the door. I knock on the door.
Everyone, before somebody answers, I want everybody to know that I can't promise this is going to be the most delightful.
I hate posting more images, but here's a good idea of the Grand Alley, and its abodes.
And it's a boat.
There you go. Minus the cars. More
I was
coaches.
going to say those are some strange
Yeah.
coaches.
Yeah, minus the cars, more coaches. There you go. The Grand Alley.
Gotcha.
Yes,
And you knock on the door, right?
I do.
Are you gonna be available for this conversation?
I am here.
Okay, all right. If you're here, I know why. You knock on the door. It takes about a minute or two till you see a younger butler. Usually the butlers are kind of a bit older in their
Usually older.
in their years. You do see a younger butler
There it is.
answer the door, and regards you all sort of oddly, but not for the reason you think. And he's like, "Yes, this is the Daya residence. My name is Soren Graham, the butler of the house. Did you have business here tonight?"
Yes, Mr. Graham. I'm here to see. We are here to see anyone of the Dyer family. Please just bring one up forward, and once they see our faces, I'm sure they'll want to talk to us.
Oh, okay. They are currently, Miss Dyer is currently in the drawing room at the moment, dealing with some business matters. She wasn't expecting you though, correct?
Yes.
Very well. I will see what I can do. And he closes the door. Yep. Yes, sir.
One thing, real quick.
Yes.
I'll pull out a piece of paper, and I'll do a really quick sketch of the family emblem. Just a real crude-looking elephant, and I'll hand it to him, and you can give her this.
All right. Very well. Thank you. Closes the door. All of you just kind of waiting outside.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a couple on their night stroll. Kind of regards you all. Not
Give
in
him
a
a nod.
not in a bad way. They actually are kind of smiling as they tip their hats to you.
Hello.
The girl with them are just kind of like, it's like, laughing at him, and it's like, look at that.
Is that a spaniel?
Oh, what?
Your dog.
They don't have a dog with.
Sorry.
Okay. And after a few minutes, the door opens, and you are greeted by a woman that you haven't seen in a long time, Oric. And remember her being a bit younger, but for her age right now, looking pretty good. This is Charisse Dyer. This is your mother's cousin. And right when she opens the door, I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Oh, someone roll and then +1.
A dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Yeah, we
probably
didn't end on
shouldn't
the
do
best
this, but I
time.
got you.
We didn't end on the best times. Hello, Shriz.
Hello,
Plus
Charisse.
1?
Yeah.
10.
Hello, Charisse. And then just a cup full of water just chunks at your face.
Thank you. It has been a while since I've had a bath, so I do appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm kind of standing like outside to the side, and I kind of like move more towards the side.
She kind of like
trying to get out of sight.
she drops the glass kind of immediately. It's not really glass. It doesn't shatter or anything. It's not glass or anything. But she just kind of drops whatever she was carrying, holding the water, and kind of looks you over for a minute.
Who's you?
Oric, sorry. Looks at Oric over for a minute as she just kind of was waiting for something to happen, but nothing happens. It's like, who are you?
Well, I'm not gonna fall over dead. It's me.
No, I didn't. Okay, what does that mean? No.
Yes. Charisse, it's a long story. One that I'm sure you don't want to hear from me. But, well, as you know, my parents are dead. Your sister family. So, anyway, I did not die. As you can see, I am here.
You should have.
I should have.
Yes. You should have, and
I send
you did
Arik.
nothing.
I send Arik a message and I say maybe this isn't a conversation for outside.
I just shake my head. Do you mean that I should have died with my family as well?
Probably.
Well, perhaps
It's
you're
usually
right.
how you speak to your guests, much less your family. Are you going to invite us in, or are we not allowed?
What do you want?
That's fine.
Money?
If she doesn't want to invite us in, that's fine as well.
Do you want money? Do you
No, I
do you,
don't want
do you
it.
want some type of fame?
No, I don't want her fame either.
Well, you didn't want to help out when your mother and dad died. So, what do you want now?
If I had known that was going to be the case for them, I would have been there and died as well.
Yes, but you could have helped. You could have looked into what happened to them. I could have known that you were alive, but no. How long has it been? 10 years, roughly?
About that.
And you didn't do anything. What, did
I've
you just
been
get
busy.
drunk? And lout around?
Not entirely.
Things got rough and you left when you were young. It was all too hard for you, wasn't it?
You know as well as I do that my father was rather strict about things, even considering being a dread. You've seen personally firsthand the rage that he would inflict on me if I didn't do exactly what he said.
And what would a manticore
yeah.
do to you?
What about it?
Or a giant? Do you
No,
not
I
think
don't
what he
think
did
so.
for you was to prepare you for things? And they were not prepared.
It was never a question if I was prepared for it. It was never good enough for him. That is not why I'm here today, cousin.
Then why are you here
Oh,
after so long?
oh.
I see you have a group with you.
Juries on the days. Yes, this man needs to talk to you. I kind of move over to the side and wait for Amadeus.
Well, come on in,
Amadeus,
all of
please,
you.
please.
Come on in, all of you.
We walk in.
Thank you.
As soon as we walk in, I want to roll
Wild since I've been in
perception
the
to
home.
see who else is in that room, if they're armed.
So
What's going on?
suspicious immediately.
All right.
I assure you all it's fine. They're just assholes. I don't much care about
17.
the family.
17%. That's pretty good.
Juries, is it fine if I use your restroom, Juries?
And she, like kind of points you in a direction. Graham is in the room still. I mean, he's basically at the door, at the room, waiting to be dismissed. He is basically always within earshot of Charisse. Aside from that, let me see my notes real quick here. Aside from that, you hear some talking in the drawing room, or you hear some talking into the rooms somewhere. There seems to be some type of discussion going on or whatnot, but not in the room. Nobody is watching in the room besides Graham, who is kind of keeping at the behest of Charisse Dyer.
Okay.
I will take a piss. Go to the sink. Can I rifle through their medicine cabinet?
They don't really have this is like more of a guest kind of washroom
Mm-hmm.
than anything. Doesn't appear to be any type of medicine or anything like that.
Their washcloth, the cloth from my hands. Is it engraved, embroidered?
Sure.
I take it.
Okay.
I take it.
The place doesn't look as opulent on the inside as the outside look.
Taking their shit.
The place all looks
Okay.
very functional and just
Oh, I did it backwards.
Sharice, is there an
The re-
area
the-
where we
the-
can
yeah,
speak
the rest of
privately?
you are following. She is basically bringing into the drawing room. She basically says, hold up, 'cause I got. Okay. She basically says along the lines of, I need to get distracted here. Let's do this real quick. Okay. She basically says something along the lines of just, well, I have my let me make sure because this is all very interesting. Okay. I have my sons here tonight, and they're entertaining some guests. If you wish to go to the drawing room with them, I'm sure that they wouldn't mind the distraction. They are doing this as a favor for me. If you wish to talk more business matters and your reason for being here, then you can follow me into my office if that's what you wish.
How old are the boys now?
I
She
know.
kind of looks at all. She looks at all you individually. It's just like, it's just like it. I mean,
I'll follow you.
you, Amadeus. Okay, the three of you. What about?
Yes, indeed. We will follow.
We're all going to my office.
Indeed.
Oh, very well. The butler kind of follows you all, kind of trails behind into the office. You do hear again this, like, the apparently, the talking and commotion going from the other rooms apparently was your sons speaking to somebody. You're not sure what's going on in there. You follow along into the office, and she appears to be working on something right now, some type of letter. There are head mounted monsters of heads on the walls in this area. There are books stacked up. And this place is more disheveled looking than a lot of the area that you've been walking around in.
Whenever I look for the rest of the guys, I'll
You have
stumble into
noticed
the
that
room
she
real
has
quick.
actually been carrying a sword on her at all times while you've been, while she's just walking around her home. She isn't wearing armor at the moment, but she does appear to be wearing a sort of circlet diadem type thing on her head. Metal. One second. She kind of sits down behind her desk and kind of moves her writings aside. There's only a few places to sit around the area that isn't covered with junk. But she does offer you all to sit if you wish.
I'll stand.
And she kind of kicks back, leans back in her seat, and kind of just sighs for a minute. It's like, I was working on something, and I was not ready to see what I saw. Just sort of decompressing it all, and you say that you need something. So she points to it. She kind of motions to Amadeus.
Yeah, I hear your family is very infamous for handling monsters.
That is our trade. Like my father and his father, we have sort of defended the lands at a time. This getting kind of more thinner and thinner work, and the jobs are either mundane enough to not need us, or too dangerous to survive and take. But
Is that
we
causing
try to
your
find.
family to lose? I don't know. Let's say if the monsters become more slimmed down, there's less of them to hunt, so you move on to other things.
We
Has it
have
caused that
a
to happen?
we have a wealth that is pretty airtight that we have not needed to fall back on. The foundation of this wealth is pretty solid, and after the Dread family was seemingly destroyed, we inherited that as well.
Oh, that seems rather fortunate for y'all.
That is how the courts ruled it. So
Hmm. Well, One of the questions I definitely have is, with your time hunting these creatures and monsters that you speak of, how do y'all go about deciding which living, breathing creatures that walk this earth are worth hunting and aren't?
The ones that attack villages.
Hmm. At this point, I take my hood off of myself and I lean over on her desk and I say, "You mean people like me? Do you recognize who I am?"
Well, you're a tiefling, and I don't really recall of any massive tiefling raids on the villages.
No, not raids. No, of course not. You see, we're actually peaceful people. The issue is your family, or should I say the Sundown crew, which is your crew, right?
We own the Sundown Crew, yes.
Yeah, yeah. You guys are actually taking and enslaving my people, and I have an issue with that.
You, sir, are mistaken, and you look adamant about your statement.
You mean you
And
don't recognize me? You're gonna sit here and act like
why?
you have no idea who I'm.
Why would? I've seen a few tieflings. I would maybe even recall you if I knew who you were.
I take out my lute and I play one of Amadeus's like most famous songs, and see if that does this ring a tune or ring a bell for you at all. Please don't act stupid, because I
It-
don't take you as stupid.
she shakes her head. She's I'm not really one for music, I'm afraid. Never had an ear for it.
Is that why you took him?
Took who? You have to understand. I failed to register your accusations. I
Your
thought
family is taking and enslaving my people and has taken.
my family is my brother. Okay, my sons are in the other room. They're all on jobs. Luther will be back in a few days. Hanselm and Anselm are in the other room. I do not track their every moves. I have problems of my own. I run a business, and I'm dealing with things right now that
Oh,
and
I bet you
receiving
are.
threats and of which I have no knowledge of.
So you're gonna look me in the eye right now and tell me that your family has nothing to do with what's going on with tieflings?
So what you're saying is that you're saying that somebody's enslaving tiefling, right?
Yes. And killing and slaving, we are disappearing.
Hmm.
And
It's hard
someone
to
very important
notice that because tieflings are so well, they're relatively rare in the Empire.
makes it easier to hunt, right?
I agree. Yes.
That
If you're
sounds
saying that
convenient for you and your family.
possibly, I don't see. Okay, my family is fairly small, and I would possibly know if they. I don't have a tiefling pit that I know of, nor a prison camp that I can think of. I can go talk to Hanselm and Anselm. I can wait for Luther to get back from the Underdark. Um,
The Underdark.
Yes, Luther works in a small outpost in the Underdark, dealing with traders and helping out some miners and defense against said creatures in the Underdark, because that's a very uncivilized place where we still find work. Adelaide, my youngest, is coming back home with my uncle, who will be back within the week. They just came back from Masco.
Why should I trust anything you say at this
Well, I
point?
mean, you can't, I suppose, until you. We have not built any kind of level of trust. I
Well,
don't
as
know
said
you.
Before you have a fairly small family, so it
I
shouldn't
do.
be hard for us to investigate and find out who is
I, suppo-
responsible for this.
I suppose not. I have nothing to hide, but nor do you have any authority of looking into that, I suppose. But I'm kind of actually interested in what's going on with you saying tieflings are going missing. That's interesting, and I'll keep an eye on that. As I've said, Hansel and Ensam are entertaining some people. You do look like a crew who wouldn't mind shaking up that. I could see they wouldn't mind these distraction. As I said, I've been dealing with something right now. Maybe if you help me out on this, we can maybe get to the bottom of your issue.
Go on.
I have a pain in my side. There is a there's a small there are two children who are noble, and they I've stated on record with magisters and judges about these two children and their hostile nature. But since they are kids, they overlook the threat. In 3 years' time, when one of them was just 7 years old, they summoned a demon. They summoned him. Their parents did nothing. How they summoned a demon, we did not know. In 3 years' time, they also summoned a second creature, which we had to dispatch. And I thought, okay, summoning a demon. Odd, one time. Second time, something is afoot. And I tried to reprimand these children in some way, or the parents. To no avail, because of the status, I was not allowed to do so. But I have brought up charges several times. Brought up my misgivings about this family. It is a single mother, noble family. Their father died a long time ago, and I'm beginning to think that the children might have done it. I don't know. And then a third time, they have now summoned a Bodak.
And these children are kin to you?
No, they are not, and I would prefer to see that they were actually locked up, or more than likely executed at this point for summoning a third creature in a town, in a civilized area. The Bodak has not been dealt with, and I've been getting around to that. I've also been getting around to bringing up charges against them yet again.
Do you have names
For the children?
for the people you want us to look for? Yes.
I don't need to look for them. They're out in plain sight. They're nobility. They don't care what they're doing.
And what is it you need us to do?
We should kill the Bodak. They've charged us with doing so. We're the only family with the potential to do it, but right now we're not. Right now we're just tied up.
You want us to kill a Bodak?
But if you kill the Bodak, then maybe we can talk further about your situation.
Looks terrifying.
Is it just one?
Yeah, I'll even say that she actually has. She's been like researching.
Well, if you've been researching, we could use all the research.
So you can post the image if you want to, Sean.
I'm not familiar with a Bodak, but if you need something killed, I know how to do that.
Well, I know it's an undead. I did some research into them. They're
Bodak's
usually created by a sort of other, larger, more powerful undead. How these children again managed to dip their hands in something like this is beyond me, and it's disturbing.
Once this is complete, is something going to be done with these children? You said this is not the first time it's happened. What's to stop them from doing it again?
Well, again, because of the status, that's what I've been working. I've been working on bringing up charges to the magisters for the third time, when I hope they'll see reason and do something about the kids that I wish to stop them. It's a sort of red tape I usually do not have to deal with on a job outside of politics. If something is a threat, usually it does not last long.
If you agree to give me answers, I will see to it that this is resolved.
Yeah, and I don't have to worry about the Bodak, and I can finish writing papers. Ugh. And she like starts filling out forms, and requests, and getting people on her side.
You talk about
If
the
that is all
Bodak
you
very
wish to,
quickly.
you're more welcome to stay the night, I suppose. They're going to be filled up on guest rooms. And again, my sons are outside, and if you could find Auric, bring him here to talk to me. And yeah, if you wish to stay, if you wish to ask her anything, you may. The butler, Graham, is telling you where the guest rooms are. There are only 4, so you guys could figure out that if you wish. Up to you how you wish to proceed.
I will accept your offer of staying here. And I will also find Ulrich as well too, and tell him that you seek his counsel. But at the end of all of this, I want you to know that I will get the answers I seek one way or the other, and I will find him.
I hope you do. I admire a person of conviction.
He better not be dead, because if he is, God help your family.
If he's dead, we'll have nothing to do with it, but hopefully not.
Time will reveal the truth. But I will go find Auric. And I turn around and I proceed to walk out.
Mm-hmm. And for purposes, I'll pop in. Here you go for Charisse Dyer, ma'am. Since you might be dealing with her a bit. Copy pasta. Control V, no. Paste, no. Not working. Hopefully I'm not desync. Everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Catch
Just
that,
can't copy.
everybody.
Si, senor.
No copy
Call.
pasta.
There we go.
Hey.
There you go. Charisse Dyer.
Little bit of
She
copy
is
pasta.
pushing her 60s. She's 50, pushing into her 60s. But yeah, again, she still looks like in fighting shape.
Gotcha. I'm gonna post that real quick.
All right, and work. I will assume has a conversation with Charisse, unbeknownst to you all. Most of the estate is available to you. They show you your rooms. There still is conversation going on in the drawing room. Up to you how you wish to proceed. You don't have to stay at the estate. I mean, it's up to you guys. What's going on tonight? You guys just proceeding to your rooms?
Yeah, I mean, I'll stay at the estate. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, same.
Free rooms or free room.
I'm in the kitchen.
So you guys just proceed to your rooms? Call it a night? Back it in?
He's in the kitchen cooking up
Who's
sauce.
sharing a room with me? You said there was only 4, right?
There are only 4 rooms, yep.
Yeah, who's sharing a room with me?
I will, but
will.
I'm ready in the kitchen.
I will share a room with
There
you,
she is.
Amadeus.
Okay.
And I will actually
There we go.
for the night I will put Barkley outside the door and put him on sentry mode, essentially.
Are you doing that incognito, or are you telling me this?
No, you see me go like, come on, Barkley, let us just sit outside. Let us know if anybody tries to come in. and you
What-
just see me talking to like nothing.
What if somebody tries to go out? Would there be an issue with your dog?
If you if you just tell him Varsha Sneal,
Varsity.
March's
it-
new.
Varsha Sneal.
Varsh.
Yes, it means thank you, in my language. But you just tell him thank you, and that will let him know that you can just pass by him freely, and he will not make any noises.
Okay.
Like
But
you
otherwise,
would know
if-
where he was.
I'm gonna poke my head out and just be like, March's new, and just look around like, okay.
Yes, but yeah, he's just right outside the door, and yes, that's if that should help us out while we are sleeping. I know you are very uncomfortable with these people, and so I thought it might give you a little bit of peace of mind.
I definitely do not trust these people. It would be nice to have some type of protection / alarm outside the front door. But I'm also considering doing some snooping myself tonight once everybody's asleep.
Okay, that is understandable.
I don't trust this family. But for now, we can rest.
All right, you all proceed to bed.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I'll go to sleep. Yeah.
The next morning,
I was
if
gonna
we get
say,
to that.
like as I'm laying in bed, I want to look over this earring a little bit more, see if I can figure out what it actually protects against.
Oh yeah. You also look at your boots, Amadeus, and
Yeah.
it may help you real quick with that too.
Yeah.
Uh,
Real quick. Let me look at my.
Uh,
Man, I really like
Amadeus,
Uggs. Some nice Uggs. It's all cold outside.
Uh,
Feet warm.
Amadeus, if I help you look over your boots, will you help me look over this earring?
Yeah, as best as I can. I'm not exactly the most magical person, but I'll do what I can.
I can assist you with that, Karen.
Is he in
Oh,
the same room or is he in a different room?
I mean, anybody can be like interloping between rooms for right now
Yeah.
until
Okay.
like the dog is set up.
So do I need to roll?
So I mean, it all depends on how you want to go about this. I'll say the attuned person needs to roll, but somebody else could help out. So if Kevin's rolling for his, I'll let you re-roll that one. Yeah.
That was way too much. There you go. 18.
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
All right.
I rolled shite, but Will was helping me. So if he wants to roll as well.
Wasn't Amadeus helping you?
No,
No,
I
but
was
you're-
the one rolling. He was helping me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, Will, you can technically help them out both, and
Yeah.
I'll take either their roll or your roll.
Arcana or what?
Yeah, Arcana.
17.
17 for
Arcana.
Yeah.
Karen. All right. I'll say because you already did, and this is for Kevin.
Oh.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Kevin rolled pretty high, and he already spent some time. It's like you're
Natural
thinking it's
one.
one. Yeah. So for Karen,
So bad.
because of one day of
looking at it already.
one day of looking at it, you know that this earring will essentially the sort of stone portion of it will shatter. It'll crumble away. The first time you are required to do a wisdom saving throw, of which you will pass no matter what. It's a free save.
Well,
So
I
anytime
actually
that
do
yeah,
have-
if anybody's actually wearing this, it will happen.
well, I actually do have a pretty good I'm pretty wise. I like to think at least. Would you like to wear this since you helped me out with it?
Where what?
The earring that you helped me look at.
Is there any particular reason why?
Oh, I mean, it's it will help you, with if anything tries to, well, it gets in your mind, and yes, I in character tell him all of
Yeah.
those things.
Right.
It will steal you get your mind. It will shatter on the first use. So, anytime you're wearing it, and the first wisdom saving throw, you can't choose it. The first wisdom saving throw you're subjected to, it will shatter and used, and you're defended against anything. It's basically like a legendary save. So you can have it on you, and then use it whenever you want to, and then like have it, you could pierce your ear now, and then use it, and then just put it in whenever you want to, up to you.
Okay.
But you do have it available to you.
All right. Great.
Yes, as I said, I am. Through my druid training, I have learned to steal my mind quite a bit. So it's not as important for me, I do not think.
And I'll say, because you guys are spending time with these, the beads,
Yes.
you can shatter them to gain a +2 shield bonus for a turn.
Oh shit.
They essentially act as a kind of a +2 shield spell until your next turn,
Okay.
as a free action.
That's
Because
cool.
you could just kind of crush them, and they'll go away.
Can you use that as a reaction?
Yeah, sure. It's a free action, so yeah, you can pop it if you need to.
Okay.
Because they'll say that they are just kind of like on you when you're fighting. So, yeah, not too difficult to just kind of like, you can have like a little like stitch in your chest and just kind of like snap. Easy enough on this one. We'll just go.
And we each
Save,
have one of those.
Yep,
correct?
each have one of those. And then boom, Kevin, there you go. There's your Uggs.
All right. Check these bad bitches out.
You can make that bigger if you want. Boop, 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 boop.
So yeah, it's just +2 to your AC when you crush
Yeah,
it
yeah,
for,
yep.
for
When
a
you
turn.
crush it. Mm-hmm.
Blink.
Yeah, that's cool.
Those are cool looking. You can spend a bonus action. Yeah, I need the green hand. If there's a green hand on it, thank you. If you can move that green hand.
You can hold Alt to smash it to your face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Damn. That's dope.
Oh, it's a blink back. Okay, that's cool. You can bring along objects.
Yeah, just not as you're exceeding your carry weight.
Charges daily at dawn. 1d4 charges. So I can do it four. I have 4 charges, and it regains 1d4 at dawn. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. I'm excited about those.
So yeah, I'll say that. I mean, you can create any number of blink back spots, but using the blink back is a charge.
Gotcha.
So it's like, so you don't have to worry about like it's like crap. I'm gonna blink back to fucking Grenendale, but we're like a day away.
Yeah,
Or
right.
not a day away, but 500 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm 500 feet away. I'm 500 feet away from that spot, so you can actually just move that blink back spot wherever you want as an action or bonus action, whatever it says, as a bonus action, and then using the blink back will be a charge.
Gotcha.
And there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So you could actually bonus action blink back spot, use your swift subjugation, and then blink back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as I have the enemies, hell yeah.
Okay, so this scenario, we walk into a place, we doesn't go the way we want it to. We just turn, walk out, and Kevin like winks as the doors close behind us, and he just blinks back in there, murders everybody, and blinks out, and we're just like, "Did you?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's just like covered in blood.
I did. What have we told you
So
about? I'm sorry.
What's
I'm
funny?
sorry.
What's funny? The way that I read it, if I were to wear those, since I'm strong AF, I could just carry one of y'all with me.
Yeah, I mean, you could
You can
technically
bring along objects as long
Objects.
as their weight doesn't exceed your carry.
Damn.
Damn.
Objects in capital O.
So if it's
He's like,
a
I'm gonna freaking carry you like a sack of
Damn.
potatoes.
Savage.
with a capital O.
Get him.
Oh god, no. I like how tiny son of a god.
He got
good shit.
DM'd.
I got it.
Okay, so yes, you have your objects attuned. You know what they do, and the morning comes. You are greeted by
And
a.
we wanna go home.
You're greeted by a. In fact, only Oric would really know. About,
Well,
yeah.
Amadeus was wanting to do some midnight sleuthing, I believe.
Okay.
No, I think I'm gonna pass on that for right now.
Okay.
Just for right now.
Hey man, you
they-
do your midnight sleuthing. You just blink back to your bed.
Shit, that is an option now. Okay, I'll keep that in mind
for other days, other nights of sleuthing.
Hell yeah.
and no alarm from Barkley
No,
in the night.
no, nobody came in the middle of the night.
Are we setting off immediately, or are we
You were given breakfast.
gallivanting around the town?
There is a breakfast available to you.
Ooh,
I-
yeah, good. Wow.
All right, free
Uh,
breakfast. I like free breakfast.
How old are my little
Hanslem and Anslem are at breakfast as they
Oh.
see you come in. They are they are they are curious to see you all kind of file in. And they're like, "Oh, you didn't come in last night. We heard you walk in and talk to our mom, but they said that said you were just pressed for business, and then you went to bed."
I keep my head down and kind of step towards the back of the group.
Something like
It's a
that.
bit of a long day of travel. I just wanted to sleep. I'm sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Dan.
Yeah. So I'm a Hanslem, and this is Anslem. Sit down, and the footmen will just provide you with whatever. They'll bring you a spread.
That is very generous.
Yeah, you do all. If you do all sit down, then sure enough, footmen come by, start bringing you just trays of things. You pick out what you want:
Well, all right. That's more
fruits,
like it.
sausages,
I do miss this part.
God damn it.
and breads and whatnot. There are butters on the tables, and essentially anything you need.
Just like stuffing my pockets with like rolls and sweet things. And, yeah.
And they do appear to be like dressed for the day. They're not dressed in the way noblemen are typically dressed. They pretty much look like you guys, just more their attire just appears to be more well taken care of, changed out essentially and washed if they need it to be. They are carrying weaponry on them because I mean this is their profession. Monstering is their profession. And for easy to see references, more library stuff because this is just a heavy library day. In order of age, which is merely a few minutes because they are twins. Hanslem being older, and Anselm being a few minutes younger. Hanslem and Anselm,
Anselm and Anselm.
as they
How long-
are.
How long have I known them?
At the table.
Okay.
Yeah. Anselm would kind of looking you, all of you over. I mean, are you guys all at the breakfast table essentially?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Indeed.
Anselm's kind of looking you over, and he kind of nudges Hamslim, and
Handsome.
Anselm's just like, yeah. Anselm's just kind of looking over as he kind of bites into a biscuit. He's just like, oh, I've seen some adventuring groups around the area, and you guys have a kind of a nice, interesting look about you all.
Yeah, do enlighten me on what kind of creatures you like to slay.
Well, I've slain a few in my time. I don't know. I don't know about liking to slay anything. I suppose anything that's easy doesn't get myself either
Anselm.
poisoned. What? Anselm? Yes.
Sorry for the stream.
Oh, okay. Is that like your god? It's like a god of streams. Anyway.
I was praying.
Oh, very well. I hunted down some death dogs at one point. That was a scrap. Not really fun. I guess the most fun.
Was when I killed a bunch of tieflings. No.
I lose my shit.
Yeah, that would be that would be way too on the nose. So no, I think the most fun, and they don't believe me, and Anselm's just like, come off it, don't do it, don't say it, they'll think you're crazy. And it's like the most fun I had was, you ever heard of slads?
I do not believe so.
Big frog-like creatures, okay? Now, they are crafty and devilish. We didn't hunt a slad. There was no slad there. There was a slad there, and he was on a ship, like a boat. There was no boat. We were high. Okay, we found some drugs. We didn't know they were. And anyway, I fought the slad on the boat, and the boat started, and it took me to another plane of it. Yeah, no, it paddled itself, and we brought us to another plane of existence while we were fighting. And then when I beat it, it brought me back here on the lake. He got high. He fell in the lake. He woke up floating on the river, and that's how it happened.
Either way, it sounds like a very entertaining time.
Right.
It was entertaining. Yes.
Indeed.
No. To be fair, nothing is fun to fight. Like my brother. To be fair, that nothing is fun to fight. It's just the most fun are the easier ones. So, Ansem just kind of shrugs.
What kind of easier ones are we talking about?
Cockatrices getting in the sewers. Fought a fair share of rust monsters. You just have to keep your distance. Don't bring anything metal in.
Innocent infernal beings?
No, with any innocent infernal beings.
As in, you don't believe there are innocent infernal beings? Or you haven't killed innocent infernal beings?
Typically speaking, we'll bring a few people. I've only ever fought in, like, maybe 2 fiendish nature. And those are really well kept in check by the Empire. I mean, they only come through the breach, small pockets and stuff like that.
Have you been to the?
Oh, a few times. We don't have really reason to go up there too much.
Are you familiar enough with it? What'd you say?
Well, we had to put away. We had to put away a pretty strong demon back in the day. That was a tough one. Lost a few people. Luckily,
At the breach.
not at the breach. There was a demon that had to be brought there for imprisonment. capturing it was difficult. We lost a lot of people. Luckily, none of our family died.
Did you
Anselm's
catch a
just
name?
kind of nodding, about the experience. He's like thinking about it.
What was the demon's name?
Did you catch a name?
Oh well, I mean his name was Ezo. It's pretty well commonly.
Can you please give me more details about this Ezo character? You said he was brought there. He
Well,
was brought to the
well,
breach.
well, yeah, we brought them in as a sort of god party, I suppose. After we defeated it, it took a large band to get together and keep him down.
So is he still alive?
I haven't gotten word from the breach, but from what I had
What
told
did y'all
by the
decide- What did y'all decide to do with him?
well, the only way we knew the best thing to do was to bring it to the breach after we defeated him, where the Bastion and the Watchers can sort of deal with him. There's a lot of there's a big what do you call it? Not infamy. He has a sort of infamy around him. And then we let the Bastion sort him out. Either he's still in prison there, or, they either executed him. Usually the Bastion has sort of free reign on how they choose to deal with their captures. Anybody else is probably more charged with execution. Bastion might have kept him prisoner for reasons beyond what we, could glean. We just sit here to kill monsters. So
Could you possibly tell me how, just any information that you have on how this Ezo creature arrived, how you encountered it, where you encountered it, and what happened?
Well, I mean, this happened when I was fairly young, and me and Anselm were just starting. Usually, we wouldn't be on a job like this, but the manpower were required, and we had the knowledge and the training.
Forgive the interruption, but how
Yeah.
long ago did this take place exactly?
It's about 10 years or so.
Okay.
So we were just 16 at the time-ish, 17.
Continue.
Well, what we remember, because we were pretty young at the time, the monster, Ezo was trying to sort of manipulate Grenendale from the inside, sort of control the nobility and pose as a sort of just traveling merchant. Got a lot of people on his side politically.
Ezo did.
Got a lot of followers until he was ousted by someone, and there was a time where things were certain, and there was a lot of civil war. Not really civil war, but a lot of civil strife. Politically speaking, a lot of people were at each other's throats, and it only came down to, and then it only turned out after a time that Ezo was behind this all.
Do you happen to remember who figured him out?
We were called in for what, lack of a better term, the final battle, if you will. And I was pretty young at the time, and I was more focused on training, making sure I was ready to fight creatures for the family business. So couldn't really tell you more. My mother might know more, obviously, but if you wish, I haven't thought about Ezo for a while and wish to forget about it. There was a lot of people who died that night around me, and it was pretty traumatizing.
Do y'all still have a group at the breach that you check in with, or somebody that goes and monitors the breach to make sure Ezo or whatever creatures are there are still there and not getting out.
Well, I mean, the Bastion does. The Bastion and the Watchers do a pretty good job. There are several layers. I myself have only been to the second layer that one time when we brought Ezo. We weren't even allowed to go into the third layer, so they keep a pretty tight security on that. Just because of how large that breach is. Now, like I said, we fought a few demons, Anselm, right? We fought a few devils. Anselm's like trying to think about it. Yeah, like there was a mall demon. A few of them in a little nest. Now, whether they came, probably not the breach, but little probably maybe some fool summoning them got it out of hand, or there were some mall demons, and I believe there was a spine devil. Bit of a foul creature that one was. Now, that's not the scariest thing I've ever seen, because that slad was way more terrifying. There's not a slad. He didn't fight a slad.
Well, I appreciate your info about this interesting Ezo creature at the breach.
You
Heard-
you wouldn't happen to have come across a man? How long have you been in Grenada?
We actually just arrived yesterday.
Okay.
There's a man
if-
here.
Oh, well, I mean, there are a lot of people here, but you happen to come across a man by the name of Valked, or Uzziah.
Okay.
You know, nothing ringing to mind?
No, neither of those names ring a bell to us.
No
You said-
problem.
Valked and Urzire?
Yeah, either one.
What? Why are these people important?
I just wanted to see if it rang a bell.
No, should we be looking for these people?
Well, and like Ansem and Handsome just kind of like look at each other, like, you know, kind of warily. Hansome's like, see if you talk to anybody by the name of Uzziah, you should come back to us and let us know where you found him, or if you could sort of capture him in a way, that would be pretty nice.
Why should I mean? Why should we capture a stranger for you without knowing why they are being captured?
Well, you got in some reports that Uzziah was there's a lot of weird things going on here in Grenendale.
Tell me about it.
With some with a man sort of rounding up individuals and heading to the Turkle Deer.
What kind of individuals? Individuals like me.
Well, you know, just keep yourself safe is all, you know. And if Uzziah were to come by, maybe you just kind of you just go along with it, and if so, come back to us, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. It's kind of the tension gets kind of thick as he just kind of like starts eating a grapefruit.
Just random thoughts. Is there anywhere where they do enchantments or create magical items around here?
Oh. And they all kind of like chuckle a little bit, you know. It's just like Ansem just like, well, of course I mean, there's a few places like that, yeah. 1 second. Gonna help you out here. Ansem just kind of nodding as you say that, just like you looking for an enchantment store, those of nature.
Well, so I'll pull out the little marble thing. I just figured out what this does, and I would be interested in getting some more of them created if possible.
Well, what exactly are they?
The
The
fucking shield marble.
the shield marble. Okay.
Yeah.
Ansem kind of like looks it over. He appears to be like really interested, and he's just like, "Oh no, what do they do?"
Are you aware of the shield spell?
Oh yeah, I've been fairly familiar with it, but I'm not really much of a caster myself, but I've seen him do it
Well,
before.
well, neither am I in this sort. But from what I understand of this, it is very similar to the shield spell.
Ah,
It's yes.
that's pretty
Uh,
nifty right there.
that is kind of what I was thinking. I only have the one, and it would be useful to be able to do it more than just once.
Hmm. One minute. Okay. Yeah, we got the guy that we'd like to talk to when we're looking to drop some some coin. Um, it's a little bit expensive because he knows that we're good for it on the coin, but I have to save up when I want something like this done.
If you could point me in his direction, that would be. Like I said, if it may be out of my price range, but it would be well worth my time to try to get more of these made if possible.
Second, he 30 seconds here, boys.
No worries.
This light keeps changing on me. I don't know
So,
if it's my camera.
the devil? What is this?
Like,
Oh no.
I think it's my camera.
Well, that's unfortunate. So this guy had like blocked out a bunch of NPC stat blocks for PC classes.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, save as PDF. I don't think this is right. But it looks like he put it on Dungeon Masters Guild, and he's charging $10 for it. Which, you know what? It's probably worth it because I've been using it for
That's
some
not that
time
bad.
now. But that's unfortunate. Then I can't just go and check it out now. That being said, he's like he's like he shows you his he puts his kind of where he points to the hilt of a like cutlass rapier style sword right here to his right. Like I've been looking to get this sort of enchanted with some transmutation magic, if you will, for some time, but it costs a pretty penny, or at least that's what Fox told me. So I've been saving up, because I don't want to spend all my spending money on it. Gotta have that for other things.
Oh yes, you have to budget.
Yeah. I asked my mom for like something from the coffers, but of course she's not giving me that up, so just got to wait. So he wants his sword to fly around. It's not worth it. It's totally worth it.
Karen, I
I mean,
wouldn't mind tagging along with you.
Oh, what would be better for sling slats than than slinging swords.
And I would not have to even go.
away.
I wouldn't have to even go on the boat. Then think about it. I could have just stayed on the shore and fought him from the sand, and I would have even gotten transported to the other world. I mean, I killed him regardless, you know. But you know, he didn't fight us, lad, and he's not gonna get his sword enchanted for flying magic. I'm gonna do all these things, and I did them as I said.
If you like, would it just fly on its own accord, or would it make you fly with it, or how would you do
Now I
that?
want to control it with my mind.
Oh, that seems very interesting.
It would be. It'd be like a third hand. Because then I could fight with two swords in my hands and one with my mind. Think about it.
You know what you should learn is I heard of a swordsman that's fought with one sword in between his teeth.
You fib.
And it's true. He is a great pirate, from what I heard.
It sounds like a tale, but who am I to judge people on tall tales?
It might be. It is just something I heard. It is not someone that I know in person.
Well, and he kind of like brings he kind of ushers Graham over, and it's like, could you write the letter for these gentlemen here, and let them know the Dyer family sent them for Fox? Yes, thank you, Graham. And he like moves away. Graham will let you know that you're coming. He'll treat you nicely. Like I said, he's expensive though, so.
Oh,
Don't,
would it maybe be cheaper if we did not use you as a reference?
Probably not. The enchantment process takes a while, and if you're looking to speed it up, he's only gonna ask for more labor.
Okay. Well, like I said, or like you said, they know there's money in your coffers. I did
I'll
not.
make a note for it to try to give you a discount because you're low on funds.
Okay, that's very appreciative.
At least for a first time buy, so he gets you hooked. You know how they do that.
Oh yes, absolutely.
But
So yes,
yeah.
I appreciate it. I've never been in a a city of this size before, so it's
Fox's
Oh, a
Arsenal
bit-
is the best place you're gonna find something like you're looking for.
yes, I appreciate that, and I appreciate the direction.
Handsome is like it is the best spot, and there are other places like it, but Fox is gonna be your best bet to find anything. He might find something cheaper around the area, but he'll have what you need, or he can tell you where to go get it.
Excellent, thank you.
Did my mom tell you about the Bodak?
Yes, yes, she did.
You guys gonna go fight it?
Oh, quite possibly.
Looking that way.
Well, good luck. I won't have anything to do with it.
Why?
With all the creatures you've killed.
Remember what I
Being
said
more,
about easy creatures and not easy creatures?
I assume that this is a not easy creature.
It is not an easy creature from what I was told by my mother. You all look like you have a really large group of capable people. I would prefer, honestly, to just give those kids a good whooping. I don't care how young they are.
We may should do that as well.
They definitely deserve that much.
Though I do not know how they are well to do, so laying hands on them may be a poor idea for us.
We have other jobs to do today that don't involve a bow deck, so. And then if you come back later, our cousin Luther will be dropping by. He's come back from the Underdark. He might have stories to tell.
Oh, that sounds very interesting.
We may have
Yes.
to come by and hear your stories.
Yes, and our sister Adelaide will be back with our uncle from Helvaga fairly soon. That expedition to Maskia, which should be pretty enlightening. But who knows? It could be more than a week. Sailing from Maskia to the Empire still is. It's still a dangerous, or not as dangerous as it used to be.
Do y'all have any? Have y'all ever had any dealings with people from the Forge to Die?
Oh, I've maybe seen a few people from the Vajradai on our huntings every now and then. A couple strange men too, you know. People, odd-looking sorts. Gosh, seen so many odd people actually. It's just all blending into one another. It's like you see Ansem. It's like I saw a bad-chested man break a man's face with just his hands. He just crushed it. He didn't see that. I don't think he saw that. No, he crushed it right in front of me. It's like a big watermelon. Just
Have you seen any that could summon demons and such?
Huh. Well, I've seen people summon things, but if he could summon a demon, he kept it well hidden.
Okay.
I've seen people summon like some birds. That's not too uncommon though. But
No,
I have
this would
seen.
have been like a big fucking demon.
No, I have, however, seen some of the people of the Divine Order summon their own mounts, which is pretty cool.
Yes, that is interesting.
Easy to get around.
Yeah, true.
But seen some people fly on their own accord. It's pretty useful. It's probably where my brother got the idea for his flying. It's not the idea where I got from the flying sword. Okay, it's a purely original thought of just pure genius, really. And nope, and and they're just kind of bickering now between the two of them. Yeah.
So yes,
Talking about some people they've maybe like known from the Vajradai, or et cetera, et cetera. The Vajradai, you would know, is a little bit on not like rocky terms with the Empire, but they've changed leaders since the rocky terms because the Civil War, which has been about it's in terms of history, it's been pretty recent, but about a generation ago, there was that Civil War split with the Commonwealth breaking off from the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole West Side, there used to be a Civil War, and in that Civil War, Vajradai backed the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
So any dealings with the Vajradai are sort of iffy, and because like the Commonwealth have no ties with the Empire right now, it usually results in skirmishes if there are.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, unless anybody else has anything going on, after breakfast, I want to go try to find Fox.
Okay.
This is just real quick. And someone's just like, is this your first time in Grenadier though?
This is my first time to this side of the country. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm from closer to
You look kind of you. I didn't really notice your look about you is a little interesting. You didn't kind of looked like a Goliath when you came in the door, but you're not really a Goliath though.
No, I'm not. It's a for lack of better term, a gift from my father.
So it's just sort of a hereditary thing, I suppose, right?
So you could say that.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt or anything, though, right? You don't have no. Huh? You mind if I knock you? Like you mind if I just give you like a little tap tap with my knuckles?
Go
You
Go
see
for it, I
handsome. You
guess.
see handsome, who's like kind of reserved. Even him, he's just kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing that.
I mean, like, I will actually, as he kind of reaches up to try to knock me, I want to just like run my hand over his arms so like he can kind of just like feel my skin.
Oh yeah,
and
that's a
go,
rock.
like-
That's a
Well,
rock.
it's not that hard. It's
No.
just
Got some rocky nature to you. That's interesting.
it's just I do not know. I was born this way. That's just all I know. I never knew my parents though.
Bit of a mystery.
It's creates a certain sort of a certain sort of appeal to some people, I would think.
If you said you haven't been to Grenendale, then you should really check out some of the more interesting places. Like there's a museum that you can go check out. Has some interesting exhibits if you haven't been there, but it's kind of been there too many times that I can count at this point.
That sounds very interesting. What sorts of things do they have?
Yeah, there's the museums on the castle grounds that are, they cost a bit of money, but there's a museum that kind of open to the public that has some artifacts and a bit of a history lesson of time if you're interested in that sort of thing.
Yes, the history is always sort of interesting. I do not like yeah, I would like to think of or like to see the things that the locals find more entertaining, not just people who come here to see these things. Those
Okay.
get too dressed up and
You'll find that
And
Grenendale is the
flashy.
more reserved type of place.
yeah,
This posture
mostly
check's
for
brought
now,
to you
at
by
least,
Car Lance.
I think I just want
Thanks.
to go talk to
Car guy
Fox
Lance.
and then
Yeah.
we need to go take care of this Bodak.
Yep. It's nice meeting you all.
It's a
And I don't
pleasure
know if
meeting you as
Luther will
well.
be back tonight, but you're more than welcome to stay again. I don't know if my mother invited you, but we invited you, so.
The light.
That's as much appreciated.
Alright.
We may take you up on that.
Yep. We got work to do today, but tomorrow, if you want to come hang out, we
See those beautiful eyes.
huh? Anyway, yeah, we got work to do today, but tomorrow, if
I
you
keep
want to
forgetting to
go
mute my mic
kind
when I'm
of
talking
take
to
a
you guys.
Zorgren and we go around, and if you're hanging out with us, maybe more people will notice you. Yeah? Like, who are these people hanging out with? Handsome and Anselm, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Handsome's like it's like we're really not that popular. It's like Handsome's like, no, we're pretty popular.
But we also have work to attend to as well. Maybe
And
if it
I
just
think Francois would enjoy that.
I have been nothing but enjoying my whole stay here. As soon as I hit the gates, I didn't want to say anything,
Oh my
but
God.
this is where I want to be forever. Okay? In fact, we are pretty close to my hometown. Okay? Southstone is just a moment away. It's to the south, because it's Southstone.
makes sense.
It is the best place. It has rolling hills, vineyards, a vine, cheers.
No, I was just thinking that that you would appreciate hanging out with Anselm and Anselm and getting
Oh.
all the attention that you so desperately desire.
Well, they said they have work today.
I mean tomorrow.
Tomorrow we hang out. We have a good time. You guys party? And Handsome just kind of like shakes his head. Anselm's like, oh, we party. Yeah, this man, after I heard about the drugs and the slat and in the other world, I'm totally ready for that because we've been to other worlds now. I'm totally ready to go. I feel like I have been practicing for today over the course of several weeks.
On that note, thank you for the breakfast and the conversation, and we may meet up with you guys later on this evening.
Very well. I hope you find what you're looking for at Fox's.
Thank you.
And real quick, I'm gonna get some water. 'Cause
Yeah, I'll take a break.
I am quite parched.
I have to pay.
Yeah, quick 5, 8:30. I'll be back.
Okay. Quick 5.
Hi, bye-bye.
A quick 5, guys. We're gonna be back at 8:30 on the dot. So give us just 1 minute. We'll be right back.
Alright,
Alright,
so
everybody, welcome back.
you can coach yourself across Grenendale. It is, everywhere you go is a bit of a walk. It's like probably, yeah.
I would actually prefer to walk than kind
Okay,
of
yeah.
taking the sides.
It takes you about 30 minutes to get where you need to go to Fox's place. You are passing through essentially the Grand Alley, where you're passing. The place is pretty much in hustle and bustle now. It's see people, way more people now coaching around, walking around. Again, you're getting a few looks around here, but it's not like, oh, who are these people? It's just they know that you're an adventuring group. They can tell by the way you're dressed, by your makeup of races and accoutrement.
Yeah, like I'm literally walking around with a fucking moleskin.
Yeah. You do look eclectic, and you can see the biggest structures around the area, aside from what you're walking away from, is basically the Church of Erroneous. But you're kind of walking away from it now. Litigation houses, where pretty much where all the sort of noblemen kind of come to debate on certain policies and whatnot. You're getting essentially closer to the market side and the civil center of the area. And the kind of looming structures around the area now are a few churches. This whole town, or this whole city, pretty much in some form or fashion has a physical structure for every god. Some are bigger. Erroneous, the Church of Erroneous, Paylor, Nerul has one near the actual Duchess's abode. They have, but they do have structures for almost every god and goddess. So I know. Aside from Paylor, does anybody have any kind of gods and goddesses that they worship in particular?
Follow Baori.
Baori, they would have some type of structure here for Baori. Probably in the park, which would be probably around more like Lower Hill. Wait, what?
I don't know. I'm just. Yeah.
Law technically doesn't exist, but she doesn't exist in a sense that the Empire like worships her or anything.
Right.
And the Underdark with some fucking drow maybe. But
I was just about to be like, the fuck did I just learn about?
Yeah.
So aside from so nobody else really. You do know that Francois is a somewhat follower of Tritheria. He does have a tattoo on his arm. And anyway, you're passing the civil center, where this is sort of the upper to-do market. Tailors, jewel crafters, litigators.
I would actually
Industry.
would y'all like to or would y'all mind if we stop by this a jeweler just quickly?
Indeed.
I do not mind.
I have I can't remember where we found it, but I have a small box of gems that I would like to get appraised so we could and really see what all it has.
I would also like to get these eggs looked at while we're here.
Shit, you still have a damn egg.
I don't think you would. The eggs are a jeweler's thing, but you know.
You guys have what, 3 of those eggs? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some retconned animal handling, like, over the course of several days. We'll get to that later. To determine the health of these eggs. But we'll figure out rules for that later.
Eggs are
And yeah, the eggs are, it's like I say, eggs are just scrambled now. But you do know that there's something living inside last time you checked. So, but it's been a while since anybody's actually checked up on said eggs or told me anything about them.
Right. Well, the plan was to wait till we got here, so I was just following the plan.
Okay. All right. As long as there was a plan of some sort. So you're going into this jeweler's place, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Odd-looking fellow walking into a jeweler's. You
Yep.
see this kind of squat, oldish Monopoly-looking man, kind of like looking over some things at his desk. There are two others who just appear to be like shop hands at the time, just kind of moving about. They all stop to pay you particular mind as you walk in. And
So,
yes, did you need
Um,
something?
yes, I found, I came across this small box of gems, on my travels, and I would like to get them
okay.
upgrade.
Yes. Kind of looks you up and down, looks at the gems. Aha. Did I give you a particular look to these gems at all?
You just said a small jewelry box of gems.
Okay, alright. Sure. Okay, alright. Probably was a new payout. So what I'll say here is... We gonna do... Oh no, my desync. Can everybody hear me?
I can hear
Okay,
you.
cool. Chrome is just assigned to be retarded. Fine. Okay. Chrome is being really retarded.
And that's not offensive because you're a band person, and it just means slow.
All right, chat. I was thinking about this one.
Yeah, it's
I
being
did this
very
one
look out
for
to
you guys. I added a new reward. All right,
Okay, here we go.
and the reward is
retard.
cheers. I will take a drink with you guys, but you guys got to tell me what we're celebrating.
Don John
so we
has
can
me
do
a,
a proper toast. All right. So check out the new reward. If you guys are
Don
feeling
John, give me that treasure.
frisky, go ahead
Let's just
and
say that and that. Okay.
and let's do a toast.
La 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 la. He
Thought
looks
it'd be
over the
kinda- thought it'd
gems.
be
They
kinda
are
cool.
just of general make, size. It just appears to be somebody's like, like the essentially the wealth of their gems collection just all piled into one area. That's the reason why everything was taking up on me. I accidentally turned on Blizzard.net and was trying to update Call of Duty. Go away.
That
okay.
will do it.
Not time for
Yeah, it's not Call of Duty time. So, all right, I go away. Okay. He looks him over and just like, I can give you 150 gold pieces for the lot. Some rough-looking things in here. Give me time to cut them to make them usable.
Is there anything worth of notes in there that looks special?
Not that all I can really see here. But yeah, 150 gold for it. I can make use of it.
Okay, that's sure, that sounds fine to me.
Hey, well, James will get you sorted out. Then he kind of like hovers over one of his workers to like essentially pay you out.
I step up to the front of the room and I say, "Excuse me, miss. Could you take a look at something?"
It's a Mr. But old man. It's old man. Yeah, old Monopoly man looking style dude, a bit fatter.
I hand him the pearl encrusted in platinum harmonica.
Which is an interesting piece. Not much of a music man myself, but very well crafted. Pure platinum. resale value for this. How would you like 500 gold pieces?
Oh, wow. I did not realize it was worth so much.
It will probably go for more at auction. That's just me giving you my honest opinion. But, yes, but
Are you-
auction
Do you
take
think
time
this-
to get together. No, I mean, no. This seems to be some type of custom make of some sort for somebody's personal usage. You can tell that it was used. It kind of like shows you like some like wear marks are on it. It's somebody who did.
You played on it?
No, it looks to be somebody who owned it back in the day.
No, that was me, Chris to Sean, not.
Yeah,
Karen's
no. I totally did. I totally played on it, and I was like, it looks like somebody's played on it. It was like, it was me. It was me. I played it.
I'm confused. Anyway, but I mean, so yeah. Anyway, he's basically telling you that it does show a little bit of wear to it on where the pearl is, but I mean, platinum is platinum and pearls are pearls, and he could probably sell it for more at an auction that he'll have set up eventually, but it'll take time to set up to get multiple pieces to make the auction worth it and
Yeah,
get people
could-
together and
Could I
interested.
go ahead and leave it with? Well, I forget what they call that, but
I might
leave it
I
with
might-
the auction house to auction it off for me.
I might ask you for a bit of a holding fee on it, and
Wouldn't having the item itself be the down payment?
I suppose
You would take your fee out of whatever we sell it for.
sure. What about
What do they call it?
I don't know. But I don't know how this shit works. I'm just making stuff up, man.
It's not buying it, but
Yeah.
It'll be probably over a month before I can get a real auction together. So if you're looking for quick cash now, I give the 500. But yeah, if you want to wait a month's time, we'll get another auction.
Gosh, no.
Yeah, I need cash now.
It's my money. I need it now.
Yeah, it's your money.
Worth.
We're just giving it you now.
God damn it.
877 cash now.
Come on, what is that? Yeah. I would like to
JG
leave it
Wentworth.
with you until the auction comes around and we can sell it at the auction. I'm in no hurry for the money.
Very well. Well, then in a month's time, we will contact you about an auction. Is there a way we can reach you? Are you staying in Rivendell?
I will be for
To 11.
Okay. But telepathy or telekinesis?
Yeah.
Read minds? Or are you doing that?
No.
Okay. Let's say.
Asking how to get in touch with him. I'm like, oh, he speaks through people's brains. You can just.
Well. It's like, well, if I can get your name and a way to possibly contact you, then let me know. So.
consignment. Put it
So-
on consignment.
So.
I got
so
it,
yeah.
chat. I got it.
So if
Consignment.
I can get your name and your way to contact you, I guess. You know, I can try. I just don't have a way to get you when the auction starts.
Indeed. I will make the attempt to be back for the auction and hold on to the item myself. However,
Very well.
I do have another item for you to take a look. I pull out the sky blue crystal.
All right. This was just a crystal given to you. Does it have any magical nature to it? We checked it.
I believe we checked it and it didn't have any magical nature.
I need to write down loot. I can. That looks like just pretty rough. I can give you about 50 gold for that thing.
I sell it.
Probably put it in a piece. Maybe a clock. He starts looking over, trying to figure out what to do with it.
JG Wentworth. What's that guy?
Bam.
So yeah,
50 gold. Sold.
Oop,
Yeah.
There you go. There you go, Sean.
Oh, you are the best.
disturbing.
That's the hardest part.
All right. So on to Fox's artillery. No, artillery. I had a word for it. I lost it. Armory. Fox's armory.
You did it! You did it! Nice. That is so hard.
So again, many shops and places around the area. The largest thing looming in the area right now being a mixture of the Commission of Ambitions, which I will say that talking with the Dyer family, or the Commission of Ambitions is a place where you can actually go to get registered as an adventuring group in Grinnendale.
Oh, okay.
Depending, it's kind of like a door dashing in a way. You know, the more contracts you take, the more you'll get called upon to receive contracts, and the better the more that you're successful at them. You know, there's a pecking order. There are groups that are getting way better contracts because they're good at their job, and you know, if you come in at low level, essentially, you know, you haven't done any, then you get, you know, shit jobs, but you got to kind of keep doing them along and making a name for yourself. There's a lot of adventure groups in here that are trying to do the same thing, you know, and yeah, so
Be adventurers. Like us.
so the Commission of Ambitions, you have the courthouses behind you. You do see the museum off away past you between the upper and lower hill. But Fox's armory is available to you now. You do see sort of a multitude of this place is quite large. This shop is quite large because there is a multitude to the place. There are people smithing. There are people doing sort of gadgety type work. But there is an actual shop on the inside where it looks like completed works are being sold.
I head on in.
Okay. Nobody pays you any
I'll
money
follow
at
behind.
this point. The Civil Center is essentially just as eclectic of a group as you guys.
I'm going in. as well.
You've seen, this is the first time where you've seen about equal to humans as non-humans at the Civil Center.
Okay.
So you've
Let's
seen
see.
dwarves. First time we've seen halflings in a long time. Gnomes, orcs.
Like full orcs or half orcs?
Mostly half in some nature. Full orcs
Okay.
typically not. Even in the Varjo dive, because there's been so like intermarrying that full orcs aren't even a big thing. So
Gotcha.
even the full-blooded looking orcs typically have some type of like hobgoblin, bugbear nature to them. But yeah,
All right.
unless they like really try to maintain their blood over the time. So yeah, and when you walk in, you do see you do see what appears to be a sort of lither, a more lithe half-orc, brown skin, bald, beard, kind of looking like talking to some people. You would
Like
you would have
behind
been
the
told.
counter or something? or-
Actually, he's like there are people like looking over some things, and he's like over their shoulder talking to them. There are several other people in the store at the time. They're talking to various people who have like some uniform about them, so you can tell that they are actual working for Fox. And I'll
Was
say
I
that you would
told?
you would say that you would know what Fox looks like, and he's obviously
Okay.
the sort of kind of more dark brown skin looking orc than you've ever seen. Definitely has some hobgoblin to him.
Okay.
And you
I
just see him.
will-
Yeah, you just see him talking to a couple individuals who are mulling over some type of objects and whatnot.
I will approach him and kind of just wait for a few seconds or minutes or whatever till he finishes talking to them.
You see him kind of gruffly smiling. He has two of his lower teeth just slightly poking out of his jaw that there's no way he could like try to keep them in. But he
Mhm.
looks like he tries to as he's chuckling. And he looks over to his left and kind of like sees the person, like, because he's just trying to see what they need. You know, look like he's actively trying to talk to him, but he kind of looks over and sees you need someone. Say, "Oh, hello, sir. You got a nice look about you.
No, well, thank you. You have a nice look about you as well.
Is that a slain knoll on your head?
Oh yes, yes it is.
Now that's fancy.
It was given to me by, well, by the creature I slayed. I guess you should say.
Then,
It's as complicated. Anyways, Fox, I presume,
yes, that is my name. Yes.
and I will go ahead and pass him the note
The note.
that was drafted.
Yes. Ow. This is actually from the Dyer family.
Yes.
That's
They pointed me in your direction specifically.
And they said to give you a discount. Those knaves.
I- I-
Knaves.
Noobs.
Well, you know,
yes.
I would have, I would have laughed at your face harder. But you know what? With that cloak you got on there, and that rough look you got, I could probably, depending on what you need, I can maybe give you a discount on the first item or so.
And I will produce the little marble.
Ah,
And so I have come across this in my travels, and I would like it if I don't know if it is possible, but I would like more of these. They
interesting design.
yes
Is this
and yeah,
on?
I'll just hand it to him and let him really look at it.
Yeah, he inspects it over for about a minute or two. You see him fiddling his hands and saying something,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Huh. Well, that just seems wasteful." And I guess, well, depending on how much time you have, you can make some of these, I suppose.
No, wasteful. Could you do something better?
I mean, so this will provide you with sort of a poorly shield spell activation type thing. I assuming on crushing this object.
That is kind of what I
These are
what I
pretty
assume.
interesting. I've heard of things like this. They are. They were old wartime things. Probably seen at the breach fight. Interesting stuff.
That would make sense for where it was found.
Yes, when you need quick defense, magical defense, these things would have been given to certain officers.
And
Just,
it's what appeals to me is it is not something I would have to attune to. It is just
Aha,
a quick oh shit moment kind of thing.
understood. Well, I do have more permanent defense solutions.
Oh, but would it be something I would have to attune to?
That is typically the laws of magic. Well, I mean, you have several attuned items. You're saying?
Yes, I'm. Well, the cloak and my staff here mostly.
Oh, and then more. You have more than that.
Well, I mean, those are the main things that I have. Yes.
You are just a walking magic man. I'm assuming everybody else is either around the shop or near Lucian. Or
Yes.
not Lucian. You're near Fox.
Yes.
Kind of gave yourself away there, Tiny.
I did.
Which is kind of what I was thinking
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
first place. But yeah.
And then yeah, I mean, he starts like looking you over, but then he notices everybody else that you kind of walked in there with you, and I can assume these others are just as decked out. Well, at least I know that you're people of actions, and my discount will not be used wastefully. More of these I can
So-
make.
You sell whips.
Price. Hard to say at the moment. Let me think about that actually, because a level 1 scroll. And we're probably going to be. We can wrap up here at any point in time, so we're just essentially shopping. But we can continue as long as you feel like the need to shop. I'm here for you. Real quick.
And if somebody else needs to do more shopping, but wants to get off sooner, you can jump ahead of me.
Yep.
I need a whip that is 10 feet long.
I'm just chilling on this 10k XP over here. Just excited.
We have 10k.
Everybody gets 200 XP for location XP. You guys visited Grenadale.
Another
200.
200 XP. That little location XP pop.
Take it.
So we're at 12k.
I don't want to give no XP
No.
out for a day.
200, not 2,000.
Got it, bro?
10,200.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 10,200 XP.
Well, normally, hold on.
All right, here we go.
Got that XP.
I found a
boys.
pretty interesting PDF for this situation.
Ah, ah, ah. Ah,
Yeah.
ah, ah,
Okay. Price that. And that's just a shields. But and I'll say, because I don't like the
What
way
about breakfast at Tiffany's? She
Yeah.
said. Wait.
40. Okay. 40 times 40. All right. If you want him to make these things, he'll need essentially 30 divided by. He'll need 30 gold.
For how many?
So it'll take him a while to enchant them, though. And it'll take more gold if you want them quicker.
Okay.
Uh,
Like 30 gold each, or
30 gold. 30 gold if you want him to work on them for. It'll take him to get one out. It'll take a person a day to just pop them out and get in. It'll take 30 gold. If you want
Okay.
them, out, then like half the time, like you get 2 out maybe, then it'll take like, let me think, times, an extra 10 gold. So 30, 60, 70, so like 70 gold for 2 instead of, yeah, if you want to get out quicker in a day.
Well, what if I did a bulk order of like 10?
10 over 10 days.
Yeah, or 10 over a week, maybe.
Okay.
With
Not quite double speed, but just.
with
Yeah,
the
alright.
discount, of course.
Is this where you want to use your discount?
Fitch?
this didn't seem to. He wasn't. He was like. You gotta understand. He's been dealing with a lot of like crazy big adventurers who deal in like thousands of gold, like a lot of gold, and so he wants to make sure, and a lot of time spent doing this and effort. So he makes sure that he is well compensated for these types of jobs. These little like knickknacks that though powerful, like he's like, okay, well this price is
Yeah, no, I'm
yeah
not worried about using the discount here. I just
yeah
uh
70
yeah, no,
times.
I think yeah, like 10 over like yeah, like a week or 8 days.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so
So it'd be
70
like
times
300.
3 equals that 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 210, 30 times
It'd be just
210
300
plus
-ish.
2
Or wait, no.
210 plus 30 times math.
Math.
210 plus
Man.
1.
Math. Hey, what up, Nib? Welcome back to the stream. We're glad to have you.
330
Look at
gold.
Homer.
330 gold
He's
pieces
hanging out.
No, 330 for 10 of them.
for 10 over the
I've
over
literally
course,
got him hanging from
over
a
the
mic
course
stand.
of 7 days.
Yes, so that's
We're having fun over here.
300.
We're also on
and,
our second glass of wine. And because I always drink on stream, and I'm feeling bad that I'm drinking alone, I added a drink with me channel reward. Yay!
Yeah, I'll give him 330 gold. Yeah, so thank you. It's like I said, it's I do not need anything too permanent.
Totally kidding.
But if yeah, just a
Drink
good
with me channel reward.
little
Yeah, I need to
oh shit
change the
moment
name.
kind of thing.
It's not cheers, it's drink with me channel reward.
Well, very well. Does
Oh,
anybody
nice.
else need anything more permanent?
I need a
would-
whip.
Go ahead, Art.
No, you go ahead, bro.
I need a whip. A big whip.
Nobody else need anything? Just
I-
these little knickknacks.
I pull out my my Agfamus and I show him the blueprint and
Look at this fuck mess.
ask him what he thinks of it.
I think it's a fuck mess.
Pretty accurate.
This looked like somebody decided to. This looks like a group of wizard. It looks like a group of students. of 30 of them got into a group project.
A giant fuck mess of a staff. Is there anything you think you could do with this or improve upon this design?
You want me to put it in a fire?
Oh, damn.
I would like to improve upon the concept of directing and empowering a firebolt.
Is that what this thing is supposed to do?
Indeed.
If you want to make this more specifically, this thing just seems to react to anything. This is odd. If you want to improve your firebolt, then we can make that more concise. And we have to start from the ground up, which might cost some gold for you. I can maybe do minor adjustments to this thing, but it's still going to be garbo.
Indeed,
Garbo?
I would be interested in what you think you could come up with to assist me.
Did you actually add that 400 gold, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Last
I
week?
did.
Okay. signature. It says 460 on your.
Yeah, I added it in PPP.
Okay. Weird. So
Didn't PP. Got it.
Hey, thanks for
If you-
the birthday wishes.
if you leave him the staff, for a day, he can figure it out. So,
Okay.
yeah, because
That's
he's got to like
terrifying.
figure out what this staff does, and then find some safe way to modify it to where either A doesn't break the staff or B cause a rift somewhere.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll give him the staff.
All right. Well, all right. I'll give this to a few guys who I know will have fun playing with this. So there we go. And he sends it off. Do you need some type of compensation while we hold this? Just as
Do you have a loaner?
no, but I can give you 100 gold in case we accidentally do something.
Oh, well, I would rather you just not do anything.
I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying that the chance is there. Like, he's like ballparking numbers, like a 5%.
Okay, sounds like there's gonna be a roll in my inevitable future.
I mean, if you want to roll now for it,
No, I don't.
you can,
I don't.
You can roll a D100 if you want.
I'll
100 gold
I'll
and some
take a
cool reek.
deposit. I'll take
Okay.
a deposit.
He gives you 100 gold, and and anybody else need anything? Kevin, did you need something?
Do they have any like cloaks or anything like that for sale?
I mean, he has cloaks. Do you want a special cloak?
Yes, of course. Why would I want anything?
What do you want this cloak? What do you want this cloak to do? What do you want this cloak to do?
I don't specifically. Go to somebody else.
I mean, we can make a cloak do anything, but we have some that just okay.
Go to the next guy in line. It's
Anyone?
I do have a quick question. Was it Hansel or Ansel that wanted the flying sword?
Anselm wanted the flying sword.
Ansel. Anselm was talking to me about something he wanted you to make.
I
A
am
flying
not
sword.
the flying sword. I gave him a ballpark estimate of that flying sword. And
I'm
he's
just
working
curious.
on
How much would that cost?
So, when I was mocking it out with him, let's see. With everything he wants to do with it. Let's see. A flying sword is one thing. I can make a sword levitate. Probably wouldn't be too expensive. But he had to say he wants to control it with his mind. So, that being said,
He seems like a silly sort of man.
yes, he is.
I'm just
I gave
curious.
him a rough estimate of 12,000 gold.
Oh, that's a
wow.
And that does not include time or labor.
Well, if you want to,
of course not.
fine, you pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Like I said, I was just curious. He is silly, and it seems like a silly thing to work towards, but it's his money.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can I also pick up a couple of those shielding mobobbies? The beads?
I mean, your friend put an order of 10 in. Do you want me to make more?
Yeah. Could I get an additional couple?
You want 2, so 60 gold.
Let me go ahead and get let me get 100 worth. I'll give you your platinum piece back, and we'll call it even. And even
Well,
3.
Well, this is a down pay. This is just a sort of collateral once I give you the staff back.
Well, yeah. It all is. It is all good.
Okay. You're saying me 1 platinum piece?
Yeah, 1 platinum.
Well, that's 2.
Yeah.
And
So
10
one
extra gold.
one platinum is 10 gold.
1 platinum is 10 gold. I thought it was 100.
Yeah.
Ooh. Whoops.
That's why I was wondering in your platinum pieces. I'm like, well.
Mm. Well, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay. So I gotta fix that real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
yeah. I'll go ahead and take
Yeah,
off
you
100 100 gold real quick.
Yeah, you figured it.
Yeah. Let's do it from here, and then we'll say I have 170 of those. Now we're talking, boys.
So you have. So he'll make an extra 3 during 3 days of work. So if
Perfect.
you come back after 3 days, he'll have 3 of those available to you.
Thank you.
No problem. I got a guy who would find this pretty interesting work, but yeah, he'll find it pretty interesting to work on.
I hope so. I'm intrigued to see what you or he comes up with.
Anyway, does anybody else need anything before I part?
I know Austin kept yelling that he wants a big whip.
Yeah, he wanted like a
Whip.
10-foot whip.
Okay. I mean, what does a range of a whip typically have? 10 feet?
I
I
don't know. He wanted a 10-foot.
I think a regular one may just be 5.
Whip.
They have different sizes.
Or maybe the one that he has is only 5. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
The beginner
Jesus.
one. The beginner one's really small.
A whip. It's a martial melee weapon. Whip. It has reach. The weapon adds 5 feet to your reach when attack with it.
That would put it at 10, right? Essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it wants a magic whip,
I don't know. All I know is he kept saying whip.
I mean, I can give him a whip. He could just honestly, like in Grenadale, like, oh crap, what the hell just happened? I think Joe just deleted my.
Yeah, it was Joe. I saw it.
Shit.
I saw the whole thing.
We're going back in time, boys.
It's totally Joe.
It wasn't Sean.
It was me.
Okay, we're going back in time. Back in time. Again.
Yay. Deleted the table. Yay. That looks right.
There we go. Anywho.
It worked that time.
Oh shit. I'll be back real quick.
Okay, dokie.
Okay.
Do we know if we're ending it here, or are we pushing
Yeah.
forward?
No, I think we're ending it. Unless you have any shopping that you need to do.
No, I don't have shopping I can do.
Gonna bring out the big whip.
Yeah,
are you doing?
why is it so large, Joe?
Yeah.
Are you muted, Joe?
Why is your
Been away for a
bobsled
long time,
so large?
What can I
Wait.
get for this gold?
How much gold is that?
1,600.
1,600 gold. What do you want? 16-year-old gold can buy a few things.
I don't know.
He
Uh,
just
like-
made my
like-
character
Like,
huge.
there's a tiefling and a earth ganase here, and you're the weirdest one, right?
God damn it. Fucking Joe. Leave it to Joe. Leave it to Joe chat. Fucking Joe.
I mean, hold up. I mean, I can't really sort by gold prices. I don't really know what you're looking for. He's just like, I know what you're looking for, bear, but
Deck of cards. Well,
I got
it's
1600.
A dick
perhaps
of
think of
cod.
many things.
I mean, I can. He's like looking over at stock, and he's like,
Befuzzled. That's a good word.
yeah. I'm looking at what I have available here.
Fucking Joe be banking.
I got this necklace right here. It's a found item. It does allow you to cast Fireball. Only 4 times, and it's destroyed.
Fireball.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Fireball 4 times, and it's a done item. There's a disclaimer there.
Because I'm not sure if my character knows about items or not.
Just so you know. Yes, only 4 times.
The fuck is that?
It's a Fireball.
Fireball.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a fireball guide.
Is it?
That's
How
cool.
big?
Yeah.
That's the radius?
Yeah, it's crazy. Fireball.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That is beautiful.
Where are
I
all
figured,
these things
y'all-
at?
I can't wait to blow something up.
Yeah, I figured you might want to hold on.
I mean,
to
if you
that, Sean.
if you want to hit that 1600 mark right on the dot, I've got a lot of weird things.
weird things.
There's a potion of supreme healing. I can sell you some spell scrolls, a pretty high level. I have this chime of opens doors. I have a few beads of force. Probably sell you 2 of them for 1600. I have a few potions of flying lying around. Probably sell you 3 of them. Let me see. Items, more physical items. I got an interesting sword. I've got a javelin of lightning, circlet of blasting, braces of archery. I have a wand of war +1. I have another interesting sword. Let me know if any of these are coming off the bat for you. 1600 gold is a good amount. I have some goggles to make you see in the dark. I have a
Hey, Neo,
I have
welcome
a
out,
mouth. I have essentially a necklace which will allow you to breathe.
Yeah,
poison.
totally.
You
Totally
don't have
got
to worry about
got
breathing in gaseous
your
airs
affiliate
that
status,
George-
man. I think this is week number 3,
I have a weird wand right here.
and
I have
I
no
got my
idea
hat
what it
made.
does. I have to get back on you on that. Somebody made it. I didn't make it.
yesterday was
It
my
has a price on the
birthday,
1500
so
gold right here.
so I treated myself and got this design rendered on Fiverr. Had a
I
guy
haven't tried in a fish
change it
command.
into an embroidery format, and then went
What is
and
it
got
you
this
want,
made at
man?
Leeds yesterday. Yeah.
I have a staff that will turn into a snake.
A staff? Wait.
Wait.
Wait. Hold on. I can't let the staff that turns into a snake go past.
Okay.
What kind of Prince of Egypt fucking Moses in the river bullshit is that?
Karen is just petting Barkley, by the way.
Your invisible dog?
Yes.
Oh, Neo, man. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for the subs, man. That's fucking fantastic. Hey, guys, shout out to Neo, man.
Right. I only have
That
one of
is
these,
awesome.
and I will give you the discount on it.
Thanks so
for,
much, man.
900 gold. I have these. And he sets down 2 2 pairs of just like little golden lion figurines.
Wow.
These will literally turn into lions you can call around. Literally turn into lions. They can't be I believe they are sort of used up after about a week or so. But hey, for a week you got some lions, or at least for an hour. You'll have some lions.
That's cool. That's pretty tempting, actually.
Yeah, man, that's so awesome. Thanks so much, Neil. Appreciate you coming out tonight, man.
I don't think Joe has
that's
any idea
hella
what he
awesome.
wants.
It's good to get to see you.
Well, I know what I want, but I know I can't have it.
You don't get a deck of many things, Joe.
Speaking of which, how are you doing on
Not at level
your stream, man?
fucking
You
5
getting-
at least. Jesus.
you getting ready to get back on the horse?
You don't get it regardless of this campaign.
Good.
Hey, if any of you guys
Well, magical
go follow
table.
Neo, he's a fellow streamer. He's building his channel
Well,
as well.
guys, I'm gonna
Run
hop
over.
off if we're calling it.
Hit his
At this
page,
spot.
give him a quick follow.
Night, man.
Yeah. Y'all take it easy. It was fun.
I'm looking
Alright,
at
man,
like
you have-
wondrous items more than anything else, just because
All right, Amadeus, you have a good
I
night,
don't
man.
use weapons and
Easy.
I don't really cast spells.
I have a fan here, a wind fan. You can cast the spell Gust of Wind with it.
Hell yeah, man, that's
You are
good.
just staring at me with dead eyes.
I can't wait
He
to see your
Does
drops.
that?
I don't
If
even
it's-
know. I don't even know if I'm actually selling you anything anymore. You're just a statue.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, once you get everything rocking and rolling, man, that'll be
Fireball.
super excited.
Oh shit.
Timber.
Why is his damn
I
character
just
so
kind of
big to
made
begin
this
with?
large thing and it just sits in the corner.
And inconvenienced everybody. Yeah,
Yep,
we know.
that's what all of our figures do.
Mine's like on the ground. I was hoping I could make him bigger and just have his head like kind of like pop over the top, so he's just always
What's
watching.
going on over here? Joe's got a little
He's just down
picnic
here
table
guarding
scene
my
over
feet.
here.
And I made a little like tent thing for him.
It's ridiculous.
Does he happen to have any movable rods?
All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to end it for the stream tonight. I think we're just doing some item stuff and checking everything out for for the next stream and throwing the fireball around. Apparently, yeah, there it is, right there. That's pretty fantastic.
1,500 gold on that. Portable hole is even higher.
Oh, you're on that. You're
I
on
don't
that
know.
like
Oh, these
different,
guys are
like more
ridiculous.
realistic prices sheet.
Okay, so
I'm on this like a movable rod.
join
worth
us
like
next
500 gold
week.
shit.
Oh, you know
I don't
what?
play
Hold
that
on.
game.
Hold on.
We do same magical prices here, boy.
I'm looking,
Hey,
I'm looking at like book prices.
what are we doing next week? Monday
I
night?
don't know. We need to come together on that actually. I mean, yes, but no. So, hold up. We're not gonna worry about this right now. Joe will just tell me what he wants eventually, and I'll see if I can get him that. I'm gonna save the game, and we're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
Austin can't do, or not Austin. Kevin can't do Thursday, and that's when Austin said he was available. But Austin hasn't give me any other date. So what we're gonna do now is, as a collective group between us, because I lost Kevin, as a collective group between us, we're just gonna go down the line of days. Obviously, Monday is great for us, but not good for Austin. So I can't do Tuesday night because I do my face-to-face group then.
Okay, so
Uh,
we're gonna have to dive into this.
Yeah,
I
Wednesday.
do my
Okay.
face to face on Friday.
Wednesday.
All right, so chat. We're going to get all this figured out. It looks like we're getting work conflicts again. Scheduling is just being a pain, as you guys all know. So this is tentative on what night we're gonna do it. We're shooting for Monday night, but it may change. So I'll keep everybody updated in Discord. That way you guys all know what's going on. I also have a few special announcements to make. We've been getting everybody's messing with the music licensing on Twitch and while streaming, all that kinds of stuff, and it's a bit of a pain. So I talked to my buddy Myko, So we're going to do a stream tomorrow night where we're going to dive into creating a 1.5 hour to 2 hour set list that we will use for our Twitch streams. That way we're not getting any of the issues going on. So yeah, so if you guys want to check us out, we're going to be starting from absolute scratch tomorrow. We're just going to go in fast and hot. We're going to try to do some quick like DJ mix kind of stuff. It might not be fucking crazy good, but it's going to be something that we can put out. And yes, my intention is to make it available to anybody that wants to use it to help you guys as well, because it will be absolute copyright free. The only thing that we ask is you just throw us a shout out or drop our information in your description, you know, that kind of thing. But we'll be working on that, try to get that out soon, so we can start having a little bit of peace of mind with our music during all of this craziness. So that's going to be one of the ways that we try to give back to the community and see how that goes. We're also going to be doing it live, so you guys can check that out. That's going to be super fun. I've also been talking to another buddy of mine that I went to college with, and he's hella interested in Rust. So it looks like I might finally, fingers crossed, have a partner to do some Rust streaming with. And I love Rust, and I have not been able to share that with you guys. So I'm really looking forward to being able to do some Rust content. So it looks like we're going to add, as well as we're going to be doing D&D, we're going to be doing Phasmophobia. I'm also trying to get an Among Us night set up with these guys. I don't know what night we can do it, but if I can get all the Æthr clan on, that is some of the funniest stuff you guys are missing out on, because I haven't been able to stream it yet, so I can't wait to do that. That's going to be great. These guys are freaking ridiculous when we play Among Us. And then we're going to add some music production stuff, and then we're going to be doing lo-fi and EDM on this, so it'll be real chill stuff like what you're already used to listening to on my channel, just real nice to go in the background. And then we're working on adding Rust, so bunch of stuff coming for you guys. Really freaking excited. I can't even tell you how excited I am. Also, I'm going to be putting I guess a channel in Discord. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but if you guys want to get unholy hats, if we can get a minimum order of 12, then I can get some hats on order for you guys, and we can talk about getting this out to you guys. So if y'all are interested, we can definitely try to make that happen. Also, I'm getting closer on getting the Reaper shirts made, the Boom Op Reaper guy. Eric Webb, he's going to get me the transparency for that back. I'm going to send it back over to the company that's trying to make the t-shirts for me, and if everything goes well with the transparency, then we will have t-shirts. So that'll be super cool. That's also a friend of mine that's in the nonprofit barbecue team with me, so it'll be really neat to be able to help out some local companies as well. On the barbecue team information, we did file for our 5013C, so hopefully we're going to get something back from the state saying that we have been legitimized as a 5013C charitable organization, to where we can start doing charitable events and tax write-offs for everything that you guys donate to the barbecue team, or whoever donates to barbecue teams, that kind of stuff. So we're super excited about that. Texas is super slow because of the coronavirus, so processing of those are really slow right now. So we're not holding our breath to hear anything back, but we did file everything, so we're rocking and rolling on getting our charity started. So a lot of great things in the work. Really excited to be able to share this time with you guys. It's been crazy, but can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys being here and appreciate you guys supporting. It has been an awesome ride so far, and I'm really looking forward to building this community with you guys. So I'm going to get off my soapbox and let you guys get back to your evening. But thank y'all for being here so much. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll be catching up with you guys later this week and in Discord. Y'all have a good one.